zone 1 regions, then you make your way to zone 2. And then to zone 3, you have the fort outpost. And then you have Babylon, which is like the imperial city equivalent. Basically the way it works is first by season, so you start in the zone 1 regions, then you make your way to zone 2. And then to zone 3, you have the fort outpost. And then you have Babylon, which is like the imperial city equivalent. Basically the way it works is first by season, so you start in the zone 1 regions, then you make your way to zone 2. And then to zone 3, you have the fort outpost. And then you have Babylon, which is like the imperial city equivalent. Basically the way it works is first by season, so you start in the zone 1 regions, then you make your way to zone 2. And then to zone 3, you have the fort outpost. And then you have Babylon, which is like the imperial city equivalent. Basically the way it works is first by season, so you start in the zone 1 regions, then you make your way to zone 2. And then to zone 3, you have the fort outpost. And then you have Babylon, which is like the imperial city equivalent. Basically the way it works is first by season, so you start in the zone 1 regions, then you make your way to zone 2. And then to zone 3, you have the fort outpost. And then you have
Hey everyone, what's up? Hey Peter, hey Fabio, hey Babylon, hey Zoran, hey Odzi, hey Konstantinos, what's up? Hey Sophation, hey Prime, hey Asterisp, hey Gon, what's up? Hey Miniman, hey Craig, hey Starlush, hey Dandelion, hey Groot, hey Unseen, hey Cross, hey Leo, hey Alonso, thank you man. What's up Elite? Yes, Peter is here. He wanted to see the... Peter wants to see the tier list to see whether or not he wants to, nerf heroes or not. What's up, Fura? You look 30 years younger. Thank you. Thank you, yeah. That fade, hey, I got you. What's up, Rayback? What's up, Mano? What's up, Nashtalis? What's up, Sylvia? Hola, ¿cómo estás? And continuing your experience, always trusting on. What's up, Game the Way? Thank you, thank you. Right, let me find some music first. You look like Harold? Okay. I hope I'm not as bad as Harold, though. But I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. Only noticing the haircut now, yeah. My beard's a bit shorter as well, like it's a bit trimmed, you know. How's everyone? How is your day, guys? And ladies, of course. You're in the same stellar? Probably, yeah. What server are you in? I'm looking for some music at the same time. What's up, Bromby? What's up, Elite? How's everyone? How's your day? How are you? I'm doing okay, thank you. Thank you, Odzi. I'm planning, so I'll try to do this, like small planning for the weekend and for the upcoming week. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it, okay? But I think it's nice if I, talk to you about my plans, right? So what I would like to do is, well, obviously we'll have a tier list today, and we'll talk about the new heroes afterwards, because I know you've been waiting for that for quite some time. So first we'll have, tier list today. Tomorrow I'll stream some Battle of Dawn with Scipio and Zhao Yun, because I'm assuming you're waiting for that as well. What's up, Abedin? Salut, Stéphane. And then, so plans for the upcoming week. I would like to have at least 3 or 4 videos the upcoming week. So that's like nearly 1 a day. What's up, Alucard? So I plan on releasing like the tier list video this upcoming week. Obviously this will be a video, right? So you will have to behave, guys, okay? Because you will maybe end up in a video. Hey, Flawless, thank you, Alucard. I will try also to upload the video about Scipio and Ramsey's Battle of Dawn this upcoming week as well, so that's 2. I will try to make a video about Vlad. I have finished my conclusions with the help of a friend. So there should be a video about Vlad this upcoming week, with all the data, all the conclusions. I know you've been waiting for that for quite some time. That will give you an idea of how I proceed, for those who missed the stream like some time ago. And that will let you know which rings are worth investing in, etc. That's 3 videos. I would love to make the first introduction video about wakfu. That's 4 videos. And if there is time, maybe a guide, maybe warrior swordsman or warrior pike, something like that. One of the 2. But that's very big planning. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it all, but at least that's a plan. It's already all news? Not really. What's up, Hamud? As far as I know, we are in season 5 until mid-December or something like that. And I still see people wondering. I still see people saying Boudica is better than Vlad, which cannot be. You cannot have something like this. Cannot be more wrong. So it's important to clear that up as well. All right, let me just set up the thing. Okay. No sleep in the week ahead of you. Yeah, even tonight I slept like 3 hours maybe, because I was finishing these Zhao Yun tests. So I have finished basically, for those who are interested, I have finished Scipio tests. I have finished I have nearly finished Zhao Yun tests. When I say finished, I mean everything but the rings, right? The rings are another set of tests. We're gonna see Scipio, yes. What new heroes next week? Nah. Vlad is still a new hero when you think about it. Is Vlad worth it for Cavs and replace him for Barbarossa? That's one of the main points I'll try to clear up. That's one of the things I am not sure. So far on my test, if you want, if I can give you like a small insight, okay? If I can give you a small insight, Scipio, like a very close word before I start my tier list. Scipio is good. Scipio is good, except if you're free to play. If you play like Yodi Tribuana, Lagerta is very, very good. It's one of the best free-to-play combinations you can have in the game right now. It's not as good as the Miyamoto counterpart, but it's almost as good. However, Scipio underperformed with Yodit. The reason being that Scipio performs best either if you have 2 DPS or if you have a shit ton of activations of signature skills, which is the case for Miyamoto. Scipio works well with King Arthur only if you get Scipio 5 stars, otherwise Tribuana does as good. So not as much as an upgrade as I would have thought. However, for Miyamoto, Scipio, even at 3 stars, does better than Tribuana 5 star. So basically, conclusion on Scipio, if, you know, very, very quick conclusion again. I still have some tests to do, but Scipio, best synergies with Miyamoto, then King Arthur, but not as much as I would have expected. And then Yodit. It has no synergy with Yodit. I tried with a 2 DPS setup and it wasn't as good as the rest. But it's still possible. She has more activation chance, but she doesn't duplicate Lagerta's activations. And Ramses as well. Scipio is very, very, very fucking good with Ramses, as I had anticipated. What's up, Dobby? Let me get my let me get my test real quick. What's up, Inverno? Like I spent a shit ton of time on that. Literally, I spent hours and sleepless nights on all of that. Thank you, Lombi. Yes, Ramses Scipio Zhuge was the best results by far for me. Which again is what I had anticipated on on release. The best was, yeah, Ramses, Lagerta, Zhuge Liang, very consistent. Very, very good. Then we have... So Ramses, Scipio, Zhuge Liang, sorry, was amazing. Then we have Ramses, Lagerta, Zhuge Liang behind. And then we had Ramses, Fyodora, Zhuge Liang, basically. Yes, feel free to like the video, guys. That helps a ton. That really helps a ton. It's free, guys, and it helps the channel a lot. So if you can leave a like, we appreciate it. Likes on meta? Yes. Like, basically, if you already played Ramses, Lagerta, Zhuge Liang before, which was the best setup you could have for Ramses, if you go to, if you play with Scipio, it will be an upgrade, but not insane, you know? Why is Scipio in Ramses better compared to Lag? Because of the critical chance. Thanks a lot. What's up, Shannara? Basically, you deal so many crits. Like, you activate... You have to see Scipio, you have to see it this way. Scipio is either good if you have 2 DPS, or 1 DPS, 1 sub DPS, or if you have a hero which activates a shit ton of signature skills, which is basically the case for Ramses, right? So yeah, that's the first thing. So Scipio was a very good upgrade for some cases. However, for Zhao Yun, so there's one thing first I want to show you, okay? With Zhao Yun, it was a bit more subtle. I'll show you what I mean, and I think as well there is something that prevents me from reaching conclusions. I will show you why exactly. The game is loading. Isn't the sound too loud? Too loud, by the way? Okay, let me show you. You guys know where I'm going with this, probably. So for those who don't know, what's up, Meaty? Ramses comes back in Season 6 MGE. In beta, at least, we see him. If you're curious about Ramses. Okay, I will show you. Thank you, Melissa. So as you can see, some tests. I did some, some tests. I have tested maybe 20 configurations and every single skill as well. I'll show you something funny, okay? Just to show you how far I pushed it. And again, I invested, I think, $400 in this account, which I do not play anymore, just to do these tests. Just for you guys. Look at this, man. Look at that, man. I have maxed every single skill here because I wanted to test absolutely everything. I'm not even sure I will have enough reset scrolls for tomorrow. So just to show you, like, I really took this seriously. I have regained motivation, guys. I have regained motivation. I have not tried King Arthur Cavalry, that is true. That much is true. Okay, so there's one thing I want to show you. So you guys know Arslan has been fixed. Arslan was bugged. And Arslan has been fixed. So Arslan is not as broken as he was. And look at this, man. Look at why I cannot reach... I don't know if... Look at this, man. You see this? What is this, man? Zero damage on his signatures, on his commander skill. And I just realized after 600 tests. So after 600 battle reports, I just realized... No, that's Zhao Yun. So... I am a bit pissed about that, I'm not gonna lie. I do not understand... Okay, let me just complain about that. I do not understand how something so basic can go live on live servers. How? How is that possible? That something so basic as this is not fixed before the hero is released. They must have seen this. Ramses Juge Scipio or Ramses Scipio. Like, they are both very good, Salah. It depends on what you play. So there are something I can conclude on, okay? Yes, he's only 3 stars because I cannot 5-star him. Like, just to show you, like, I have nothing left. I have 2,000 thingy. I don't have any medal left. Like, I have nothing left. So I cannot do more. But that's enough to reach a conclusion, though. So one thing I wanted to test that you guys have been asking a lot. As you can see, I have maxed all of these 3 skills because the main question was, which is better, Dragon Manifestation and Pain Blood, or Dragon Manifestation and Dark Flag, right? So one thing I can already say for sure is that Dragon Manifestation and Pain Blood is way better. Dark Flag was underwhelming, and it's logical because Dark Flag does not scale. Dark Flag has no scaling, it's base reduction and flat increase, whereas Pain Blood has scaling on both his damage and his recovery rate. So Pain Blood will become better the more you progress into the game as well. So yeah, that's one thing. Then about the specificities, let me see. So one thing I want to say first is that, let me see. Attila did not do so bad. That's the first thing. Non, ça c'était... yeah, I have Messenger of Destruction, but these are just... This is just because I wanted to test with Vlad. And this does not deactivate active skills, Morgan. Yes, MOD because I was playing with Vlad, as you can see. Because Zhao Yun's main damage is not Pain Blood anyway. It deals good damage, but Zhao Yun's main damage is Valiant Rescue, which is passive. Thank you, Happy Man. And Vlad is also passive damage, and with Nightfall. So I was trying some rings. I was in the middle of trying some rings, but that's not the point I was trying to make. So first thing I can say is Attila is not bad, but he's not the best anymore. That much is true. Passive gems for Zhao? Yeah, that's what I'm going for, yeah. So I had good results. So another thing I can say as well is if your Zhao Yun is only 3 stars, then Lubu does better as commander. From my experience, at least. Except with Vlad. With Vlad, Zhao Yun first did better. So it's very weird. It was very weird tests. Basically, the best result I had was, let me see, Lubu, Timur, and Zhao Yun was very good, and was an upgrade. And then Zhao Yun, Lubu, and Vlad was also very good. But it's full damage oriented, basically. It's purely DPS. And I have yet to test rings. I think in this composition, rings will change a lot the outcome. So the only real conclusion I can say for now is that Pain Blood is better than Dark Flag, for sure. Attila still does okay. He's not terrible. So if you don't have Vlad or if you don't want to invest into Timur, then you might as well keep Attila. It's okay. And if you have Vlad used in your... what's it called? If your Vlad is used in your pikeman, then you can perfectly play Timur and it will do okay. So lots of possibilities, realistically. But yeah, Zhao Yun, Lubu, Vlad did very good. To my surprise, I must admit. And I still must test with rings. So there's still a lot for me to do. I still have a couple of, like, maybe 1 or 2 days left before I finish completely my tests. But so far, what I can say is Zhao Yun is not as broken as I had expected. That's what I'm gonna say. He's good for sure, he does good damage, etc. But maybe when they fix the damage on his commander skill, it's gonna change something. And of course, mine is only 3 stars, right? This is a big upgrade. Timur 3 star or Attila 5 star? Attila 5 for sure. It depends with which composition, of course, but Zhao Lubu Rani. It can work as well, but Rani is kind of outdated, sadly. Alright, let me see. How much damage? Yes, the damage comparison. Lubu is still the main damage, man. There is no comparison. Like, let's say, I'll give you an example. Let's say Lubu, Timur, Zhaoyun, for instance. Lubu, Timur, Zhaoyun. Lubu deals 70% of the damage, and Zhaoyun deals 25%, roughly. If you play Zhaoyun, Lubu, Vlad, Lubu deals 60% of the damage, and the other two deal 20%. What is Arslan worth? I mean, Arslan is good, but Arslan's gonna get deleted by Lubu, so I don't think it's the right season to play in Archers. Maybe get him, because maybe he will be better in future seasons, but I don't know. So, yeah, Zhao Yun is not bad. I'm going to talk about skips. Now I will deal with the tier list first. What's up, Kenki? Can it at least be effective against infantry? Yes, for sure, yes. So Vlad better than Timur. It's as good. I mean, my Vlad is only 3 stars, so if you wanna play with Zhao Yun, again, from my early test, because I still have to do the rings. The rings play a more important part than the heroes. So Vlad does a bit better than Timur. I mean, Scipio is a no-brainer. Like, I talked about Scipio already. Like, if you play Miyamoto, Tribuana Lagerta, then if your Scipio 3 stars will do better than like Tribuana 5 star, basically. Yes, Vlad reduces damage as well, yeah. But it doesn't reduce more than Timur, no. It's possible to do without Mehmet, without Miyamoto, and start from scratch with Ramses? Memato? What's up, Freaky? Gelato. No, even without Messenger of Destruction, it dealt good damage. No, Messenger of Destruction is just me trying it out, guys. I haven't done any, like... So far, I haven't done any tests on rings. I have started, but I have not finished. This was just because I was curious. Miyamoto. Yeah, Ramses Scipio Zhuge Liang is goated, yeah, for sure. What about Guan Yu? I have not finished Guan Yu yet. What's up, man? I'm sorry I cannot read Korean, but I love Server 13 as well. We did Ramses. Did better Ramses or Mia. That's very difficult to compare. Both did similarly, I think. Let me check. Yeah, you can see there's plenty of tests. Ramses Charlemagne. Yeah, that did us good, basically. Let me see Miyamoto. Where is this fucker? Where is it? Okay, Ramses did better for me. But again, like it doesn't mean anything because it's like against tribes. So because you beat tribes faster doesn't mean anything. Like I cannot realistically give more answers because I don't want to mislead you. Like I said, I haven't finished with the rings, etc. And the rings played the most part. Have you tried Theo instead of Juge? Yes, I've tried everything. I can tell you what I tried, okay? I can tell you what I tried. Let me give me a second. I have tried Miyamoto Tribuana Lagerta, so just to have, you know, this was like the best composition in season 4 of 4 and 5. Miyamoto Mehmet Lagerta, you did Tribuana Lagerta, you did Scipio Lagerta, you did Scipio Tribuana, you did Scipio Mehmet, Miyamoto Scipio Lagerta, with every skill combination, Miyamoto Scipio Tribuana, Miyamoto Scipio Mehmet, Miyamoto Scipio Yodit, Miyamoto Scipio King Arthur Tribuana Lagerta, King Arthur Scipio Lagerta, King Arthur Scipio Miyamoto, Ramses Charlemagne Theodora, Ramses Tribuana Theodora, Ramses Charlemagne Lagerta, Ramses Tribuana Lagerta, Ramses Theodora Lagerta, Ramses Charlemagne Zhuge Ramses Theodora Zhuge Ramses Lagerta Zhuge Ramses Scipio Lagerta, Ramses Scipio Tribuana, Ramses Scipio Zhuge Ramses Scipio Theodora, Ramses Scipio Charlemagne. Hope that helps. So just this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, and I have tried at least 2 skills combinations each, so that's 54. So that's a bit more than 1,000 tests. And now I need to do the same with the rings. So I have a bit more of sleepless nights ahead of me. But I am very motivated, like I said. I want to release more guides. What's your impression on Scipio? Okay. Maybe I can say that, and maybe I should make a what's it called? How do you call that? A command, you know, like exclamation mark Scipio. Thanks, Mitty, for the subscription, man. Appreciate you, man. Scipio is good. Scipio 3 stars. Wait. The fuck? Holy schmo! What happened here? Thank you, Fallen. Scipio 3 stars does better than Tribuana 5 stars with Miyamoto and Lagerta. Scipio is bad with Yodit. Ton déodorant, peut-être, ouais. Scipio does bad with Yodit. So if you are free to play, you can fully play Yodit, Tribuana, Lagerta and do very good. Like, again, I was very surprised with Yodit's efficiency. And with King Arthur, the upgrade was a bit more subtle because King Arthur does not have as good as a synergy with Scipio compared to Miyamoto. So Scipio will only be better than Tribuana for King Arthur if you have Scipio 5 stars. What was the best Scipio lineup? Bro, I've told you, man. For Warrior Swords, it was Miyamoto, Scipio, Lagerta. And for Ramses, it was Ramses, Scipio, Zhuge. There you have it. Yodoran did you dirty? Yeah, I swear to God, bro. What the fuck is this, man? It's okay. What's up, Punisher? Thank you, Gon. It is true. I look less like a homeless person now, and more like someone who has spent nights doing tests on an Excel sheet. Congrats, Fallen. All right. Yet. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys, you know, agreeing with that. $400 on game and 100 on haircut. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Yeah. But at least I will be able to provide, like, it's money well invested. I will be able to provide good information for you guys. So Ramses with Scipio will destroy Cyrus the most. Yes. But in terms of rally, I think Scipio will be godlike with Miyamoto and Lagertha because Tribuana was not so good in rallies. Come to S42. You know what, guys? We'll do something. Give me a minute. We'll do a poll. Nah, I'll do that afterwards. I need to. Otherwise, I'll never do my tier list. Should I keep the chat or not? Do you guys want to appear in the YouTube video or not? But you guys have to behave, okay? If you want to be in the YouTube video, you have to behave, okay? Do we have a deal? Okay, you guys sushi yourself, okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we'll do like this is a YouTube video, guys, okay? So act natural. Act natural. You know, like this is just, you know, this is not a stream, okay? Okay. Hey everyone, see I'm here. So today is a bit special. We are live on YouTube and Twitch, so you can see the chat at the bottom right of the screen. We will do a tier list. So as always, we will start from the previous tier list I made, which I think the last one was in season 3, because you can see we have Mensa Musa, Ramses, but we have no sign of Lagertha and such. So pretty outdated tier list. I think the last one I made was in March, if I'm not mistaken. So we will update that. We will go through season 4, 5 and 6 because I've had the opportunity to test the new heroes a bit, so I have a bit more of an idea of what they do and what they where they do not perform, basically. So as always, remember that tier lists are very subjective. They are based on skill sets, stars, stats, synergies with rings, with other heroes, and now there are adornments as well, which also come into play. So these are important, and how easily they are replaced, and especially because we have 3 seasons to catch up to. We'll see that lots of heroes have been replaced and lots of heroes have been downgraded with time. So we'll start by updating the first heroes replaced from season 1 to 3, and then we'll go from season 3 to 4, 4 to 5, etc. So a couple of things to change. So remember that there is no Cyrus yet. This is just updating the previous lineup from season 3. So first thing we can say is Lubu for now is still first. Lubu, however, when we have Cyrus, will move. Mulan, I am very sorry, Mulan. You have been benched since season 1. You are still playable in season 2 and 3, barely in rallies, but Lubu really, like, we hoped for new heroes for you. However, there is nothing for archers, and the addition of Arslan does not help at all. There has been no new relevant rings for archers either. Nothing to really save them, so Mulan has to be benched into the S tier. She is still okay as a sub-army, still a decent DPS. However, she does not compare to the new meta. Attila is still a very good... Yes, I've tested Season 6 heroes. Attila is still an amazing support. I don't think we realized he's one of the only heroes with Tribuana that can be played from Season 1 to Season 6. And even in Season 6, you can still play him with Lubu if you don't have Timur or if you don't have Vlad, and do decent with him. So, in my opinion, he's still a S+ heroes because, again, like a hero that takes so long to replace is amazing. And he's especially a very good hero for free-to-plays because they have him season 1. So in my opinion, he goes to the bottom of the S+ list. Sigam went to his barber and showed him a pic of Harold. Absolutely, that's exactly what I did. King Arthur here, I am okay with that. King Arthur, second of S+, is okay. King Arthur became really more relevant with the addition of Lagertha. Lagertha really gave life to King Arthur. The adornments as well. The adornments have brought a lot to King Arthur with the addition of the new adornment that buffs King Arthur specifically. Hannibal, yeah, we can see that the tier list is hold. Hannibal, you helped us tremendously. Sadly, Lubu outweighs you. And while, again, Hannibal is very good in rallies, and William and DJG provide a big upgrade to him, he still struggles on the open field in 1v1. He's a very good debuffer, but outside of rallies, he struggles, especially with the pike meta. So to me, he goes at the bottom of the S+ list, I would say. Maybe even A list. I'm hesitating. I would say this, and I'll put Mulan at the bottom of the S list for now as well. Ramses, I think I'm okay with that. Ramses and Miyamoto, both are S+ tier. So you can see here we have very good swordsman combinations. Thanks to Lagertha. Lagertha and Zhuge Liang really gave a lot to these lineups. So this I have no problem with that. Miyamoto is still amazing. Again, excellent Season 1 hero. Yodit, sadly Yodit, still an excellent free-to-play hero. Still the best free-to-play swordman to date. But we are not in Season 2 anymore. The machine gun comp is not the best anymore. So Yodit, in my opinion, is still a S hero. Because, again, we have to take into consideration that for free-to-plays, she has not been replaced yet. So she's a great investment for free-to-plays, in my opinion. And again, thanks to Lagertha, mostly. Lagertha really has changed a lot about these swordsman heroes. What's up, Henry? Mensa Musa S+ is still okay to me. Mensa Musa, one of the best supports in the game currently. Again, Mensa Musa is to Cyrus what Attila has been for for Lubu for such a long time. So for the S+ list, so far I'm okay with that. Mehmet, very misunderstood hero, Mehmet. I don't think he's... I think putting him at the top of the S list is a bit much. But he's still a very good hero, regardless. In my tests, Miyamoto, Mehmet, Lagertha did almost as good as Miyamoto, Tribuana, Lagertha, considering the fact that Mehmet is way better in rallies. So Miyamoto, to me, will be a bit below Tribuana, but he's still a very good, especially with his double type. Boudica... I am sorry, this will be the downfall of many pike heroes. Boudica does not have a place in the tier S anymore. Boudica is replaced by Barbarossa. Barbarossa is better than Boudica. And Vlad is better than Boudica and Barbarossa. So Boudica is a very simple hero. She did very good for a couple of seasons. We have to give her that. But she just does not do it anymore. So in Season 6, if I had to do this in Season 6, I would say she goes at the bottom of the A list. Bellevue, kind of the same as Mulan. Archer struggle. Bellevue, again, and especially Bellevue, she has Darkfly, which is a bit of a weird skill. She is a DPS, but at the same time, she has a support signature skill. She gets completely obliterated by Hannibal, by Lubu, even swords now to some extent, even swordsmen to some extent, completely screw over archers. So Bellevue, to me, same, she has to go down one tier completely at the bottom of the A list. And I think that's been nice as well. Saladin, I may have been drunk when I put him in S tier. Saladin, especially with the release of Napoleon, we'll talk about that later, but Saladin really does not provide anything yet. Very mediocre customizable skills. No real synergy because Sid is mediocre, Napoleon is mediocre, so he wants to support someone so bad, but he has no one to support, he has no one to give his skills to. So, to me, Saladin is nearly a B tier. He has potential, but for now, and again I mean for now, Saladin is just used nowhere. Except if you play Sid, but Sid... we'll talk about you, Sid, in a minute. Don't worry. Justinian. Justinian, this may be controversial, but is still a very good support. Justinian, especially with the reappearance of DJG and William, Justinian is an amazing support and is perhaps the only hero with tavern scaling, so very bad scaling and very bad attributes, who does such a good job at tanking. In terms of purely tanking, he is one of the best in the game currently. Of course, he hasn't aged well, because Hannibal has kind of fallen off ever since. And, you know, he doesn't have much to support, aside from Belisarius and Hannibal, but he still, as a hero himself, he still is very good. So to me, he's a bottom S list. And we even see some people play him with Lubu, especially big Krakens from server 40, play Justinian with Lubu. That's how good Justinian is when you push him to the maximum of his abilities. Ashoka will not move. Very good double type hero, cavalry pikeman. Still very used in the meta, with Belisarius, with Hannibal, with who else? Belisarius, Hannibal, and that's it for now, I think. Maybe I'm missing someone. Someone played him with Sid as well, I remember. Octavian, still very good. Marshall Pike are a very misunderstood hero lineup. Marshall Pike are still excellent in rallies. Especially Octavian with the addition of, what's his name again? Of Xin Shi Huang and with Otto. These two heroes really bring Marshall Pike to the next level. There will be a guide, by the way, about these heroes. Don't worry. I have plans about that. So Octavian, to me, does not move. However, his neighbor, Leonidas, what are you doing here, man? This is not Season 1 anymore. Leonidas is not a S-tier hero since Season 3, which is when I made this tier list, so it was relevant at the time. But right now, Boudica does better, Barbarossa does better with Cyrus, because right now Cyrus is the king of pikemen, so we have to compare to Cyrus, obviously. Who fits the Cyrus composition, and Leonidas does not, especially because he's paywall as well. He does not have forceful retaliation, he does not have any unique customizable skills, so he has aged kind of poorly, and to me he has to go like at the top of the B list. Richard, it's even worse. Richard to me is a bit better than these heroes, so let's say middle of the B tier. Richard really has aged poorly. You can see he's very tired if you look at his icon, right? He does not look well at all. It is a man that is past his prime and it is time to let him retire. It's good to know when to stop, you know what I mean? Ram is still okay. However, he has been kind of been replaced by Xin Shi Huang. Xin Shi Huang is kind of an upgraded version of Ram when you think about it, which is sad because they are both MGE heroes. But yeah, Ram does not compare to Xin Shi Huang, sadly. So to me, he is a top A list, I would say. Still on top of Hannibal, I would say something like that. Especially because he's only one type, he's only Pike, if I remember correctly, while Xin Shi Huang is double type. So that's our list here. Charlemagne is still, let me think about it, he's still okay. He's still a very good hero to play with Sun Tzu, for instance. So he doesn't have to move. Sun Tzu is very good still. Still playable, still a season 1 hero as well, and a very good free-to-play hero to have as well if you want to play some swordsman lineups. Suleiman, however, is a bit more complicated in my opinion. Suleiman is not bad per se. Suleiman is a very good DPS. He is a good DPS, not very good. But he relies on rings, he relies on states, which can be nullified. He does not do so good in rallies, and more importantly, he gets completely shut down by cavalry, which are still the kings of this season, of the past 2 seasons, season 6 and 5. Oh, I have trouble with chat. Yeah, Suleiman is a massive investment, but I'm not sure the return is worth it, basically. Like, going into season 6, Suleiman, to me, is struggling. So he's still a decent A, I believe, because I'm hesitating between B and A. I would say he's bottom A. Bottom A for what he can do. He has potential, but he lacks good supports. He is completely shut down by his charging skills and stuff. So yeah, very complicated hero to. He does pretty good for a season 1 hero. This is true. Milan better than Suleiman? Yeah. Always has been, to be fair. Yi Songye, I believe. Yi Songye is a pretty good support for free-to-plays, but again, I think I expected more heroes to come to make him shine, which is not the case for now. So it's a hero that has a lot of potential. Just like Justinian, he's very good at what he does, very good at tanking. However, he lacks proper commanders to support. So to me, he's gonna become a B tier hero for now. Rani is gonna become a B tier as well. Rani was very useful in season 1, 2, and 3, up to season 3, but past that, with the addition, we started with the addition of Timur, she was not very useful. She even became benched in the archer lineups with Mulan, so yeah, very hard hero to play right now. What will be a good counter to the new Ramses keep your meta? Okay, that's a bit of we'll have some pauses like that between in the tier list. I would say Zhao Yun, of course. Archers. I think Arslan can do very good against Ramses. You test Zhao, Belly, William. I don't have William, sadly. I don't have William, sadly, Ali, but when I have him, maybe, yeah. If I still have some resources left to upgrade him. Where was I? Constantine. Man, Constantine. Constantine's gonna be a B tier for me. Like, Constantine is such a mediocre hero. Mehmet does better ever since season 3. His only swords is paywalled. Like, you need to have invested so much money into this hero, and for what? And for what? I beat every Mulan I played against Suleiman. I mean, I could say the same when I used to play Mulan. I bet every Suleiman I met, you know, it depends on the players. But Mulan does better in rallies. Mulan has more survivability with Mehmet. Mulan is cheaper when it comes to rings. Caesar kind of folds off. I would say he's bottom A. He's not going down to the B list because to me he's still better than heroes like Leonidas. Still a pretty decent hero. But Otto obviously is better, is a better version. Otto is basically a better version than Caesar, so he's still decent. If you're free to play and you don't have like Xin Shi Huang or something like that, Caesar is still pretty decent. What's up, Chero? And don't worry guys, there's still all of these hero to plays later on. This is again just readjusting the previous lineup. Toyotomi Hideyoshi goes down to the B list as well. Again, a hero with high potential but no real commander to support. So I'll place him like that for now. Fyodora, I will not move her, she's still very good. I will put her above Charlemagne, I will just do that. I don't know why it wasn't the case before. Fyodora is still got it up until season 5. And even with Zhuge Liang, in season 4, and even with Zhuge Liang you can still play her and be decent. I'll have to check afterwards, Melissa, because I don't remember exactly. But I'll check afterwards, Melissa, if you remind me. Josephine. So Josephine, okay, this might be controversial. I know people came at me at first when I put Josephine in A, even before that. But Josephine, still one of the best siege lineup in the game, with Hammurabi and Derek. She is still played by many free-to-play players, I believe. Still a pretty decent hero, somewhat. So she will not stay in A, but she will not go below B. Like, this may be, again, you guys can call me crazy, but to me, Josephine is more useful than Constantine. I swear she is. I use Josephine way more than I use Constantine. Josephine, I play her every weekend when I have mightiest Empire events. I use her every like, she's not a bad hero. You know what? I will keep her in A. People can hate me for that, but she is a very good free-to-play hero. I will stand by that. Cleopatra. Cleopatra, again, very good free-to-play hero, but we can see that this lineup was made in Season 3, this tier list, sorry. We are now in season 6, so we have plenty of replacements for Cleopatra. She's a good gatherer, but that's about it. So she will go down in the B tier. Let's put her like that, for example. Who's this guy name again? What's his name? Oh, this was Sejong the Great, sorry. This was Sejong the Great, and this is Yi Song-ye. Yi Song-ye, again, hero with tons of possibilities, tons of, you know, tons of potential, right? Especially with his specific stance that allows him to have the double attack stance before active skills. And mark my words, there will be a support one day that allows heroes to enter the double attack, double active skills stance, just like Yi Song-ye has. I believe that's going to be the next improvement for these heroes. However, yeah, we are still waiting for that specific improvement for this lineup, which has yet to come. So it goes down into the B list. We'll maybe trim a bit the B list when we come to it. King Derek, yeah, we like you, King Derek, but that's kind of the same. You have to go down the B list. I would even put you in the C list, to be fair. Because Derek, again, like, is used for gathering and for siege. I'm gonna put him like at the bottom B list. So there we have it for the A list. Queen Sandog does not have to move, in my opinion. Barbarossa. My man Barbarossa. Big surprise, Barbarossa. Barbarossa completely trashed here in season season 1, 2, and 3. And in season 4, Cyrus was like, my boy, you have something else that you can do. Become my right-hand man, and let's go, let's do it. So Cyrus completely transformed Barbarossa from a trash tier hero to a decent hero, which will give him his place in the A list. He becomes relevant starting from season 4. Richard... who's this guy? Nobunaga, I'm sorry, man. No doubt about that. You go down to the C list. Nobunaga, you are yeah, mediocre hero, mediocre DPS. I was very kind of ready to give you the door to the C list, but you have to go. Who's this guy? Who's this bald guy again? He's so bold, I forgot his name. Totomi Hideyoshi. Oh, so who was the other one? Tokugawa Ieyasu. I keep forgetting their names. So Toyotomi Hideyoshi, I mean, again, you know, you have to go down to the C list. Because realistically, no one uses you. Again, hero with ton of potential. Like, these heroes, Yi Song-ye, Ieyasu, Sejong, and Hideyoshi are only there because of potential. Like, especially Sejong. I know some people use Sejong with Lubu as well. I've seen that. Krakens do that, especially. But that's a Kraken thing, you know. But still has some use somewhere. Very niche uses. With Cyrus, is Mensa Boudica still the best spike? No. Boudica is completely outdated. Hammurabi... will go down the B list. It will be going to the C list. The reason being that it can still be used for siege, but not farm. It's not used for farming, so he's kind of a weaker King David, basically. King Derek, sorry. Sid, I'm a very nice guy. I will keep you in the B list, you know. If it was just me, you would be in the C list, but I know some people use you. You know what? It's time for change. You know, I got a haircut. I trimmed my beard a bit. So I could be mean and put you in C list, but I will keep you in B list, Sid, for what it's worth. Tariq, however, you go down into the C list, above the others still because you're still a bit better. Yisun as well goes down into the C list. They are completely outdated, barely any use anymore. Salut Albator. Like all of these heroes are outdated basically. Philip is completely mediocre hero. Joan of Arc is completely outdated. Bushra is outdated. Guan Yu will stay in C because he still has some use. Unlike these heroes, like up to season 3 or 4, Guan Yu can still be used. And does okay-ish, so I will not move him. But yeah, like Joan of Arc, Philip, Bushra, Darius, nothing to say about that. Guan Yu no B. I guess I'll put Guan Yu in B, you're right. For a free-to-play hero, that's not bad. You're alright. Now, let's get down to business. Let's start with Season 3 heroes. Season 4, sorry. So Season 4 heroes, you guys remember? Belisarius, Elizabeth, Lagertha, Timur, I think, and Cyrus. Cyrus. It is time to talk about Cyrus. Cyrus is not the biggest DPS in the game. That would be Lubu. But Cyrus has changed the meta. Before Cyrus, swarming rallies was not a thing as much as it is currently. Cyrus has completely changed the meta. He has excellent synergies with other heroes, especially Mensa Musa. He has excellent synergies with rings, such as Messenger of Destruction. He has excellent adornments. Like, Cyrus, to me, is the best hero in the game currently. On par with Lubu. Lubu is amazing, but gets completely squashed by Cyrus. And Cyrus, like, again, completely changed the meta. Cyrus can do everything except healing. I completely agree with that. Cyrus is just amazing as a hero, and the way counterattacks work has made him completely renew the meta. Cyrus can even be used to fill rallies. He will not do a lot of damage, but he will gain a shit ton of time for you to refill your rallies. He will deal tremendous amount of damage over time. He's very hard to kill. And the worst thing about Cyrus is, if you 2v1 him, you put yourself in a difficult position. So he's not as easy to take down as you would think. Like, if Cyrus is already targeting a rally, and if you attack him with your Ramses, you will take more damage than if you were to attack him alone, which is insane. There's not many heroes that work like that. So Cyrus really is the best hero in the meta currently. There is no doubt about that, and even in Season 6, he is still very, very strong. Belisarius. Belisarius is kind of a better Hannibal, but he's a different Hannibal. First of all, he's double type, he's cavalry and pike, which is why he's already a bit better than Hannibal. He has roughly the same damage output potential as Hannibal, a bit better. He lacks the debuffs. So he's kind of similar to Hannibal, he's very comparable. But he does not have the debuffs. However, he has synergy with pikemen, which is very good to, adapt and kill heroes like Lubu, who have been a pain for most people for a long time. He does good in rallies, but gets really shut down heavily by King Arthur's or Miyamoto's. He struggles a lot against swordsmen, for sure. So to me, he is like a S, top of the S list hero. Something like that. But he would not be S+, because Cyrus basically does better than what he does. He struggles too much against swordsmen. And he struggles a bit against Cyrus currently as well. Belisarius is amazing in rallies, that is true. So that would be my placement for Belisarius. Honestly, I would even argue you could put him at the bottom of the S+ list. Yeah, you know what? I'll put him at the bottom of the S+ list. He's very, like, currently he's the best commander, packman, tactician packman hero we have. So we'll go with that. I'm sad for Suleiman and Sun Tzu. I mean, Sun Tzu is very good, but it's too much of an investment. Elizabeth is very good. To me, she is the one that makes Belisarius as strong as he is. It's mostly thanks to Elizabeth. If you remove Elizabeth, Belisarius would not be so strong. She's an amazing support. I've always mentioned that I believe she will be even better when they release a second sub DPS with Belisarius to benefit from her lifesteal, especially. So to me, she's like a S hero. Yeah, to me, Elizabeth is S+, and Elizabeth is S+, and Belisarius is S. To me, like, the strength of Belisarius really comes from Elizabeth. Because what allows Belisarius to be such a good DPS in 1v1 is the fact that Elizabeth ignores the strategy defense of the enemies, which allows Belisarius to deal as much damage to a strategy hero than he would do to a might hero. Je sais pas si tu as vu le début, tu les classes en tant que solo héros. Alors je prends les performances, salut Neftis, je prends les performances solo, mais aussi leur compatibilité avec les anneaux, d'autres héros, à quelle vitesse ils sont remplacés. Enfin voilà, globalement c'est un peu tout quoi. Oh, is Elizabeth not ahead of Mensa Musa? I mean, Mensa Musa is better than Elizabeth. Mensa Musa is just amazing. Like with Mensa Musa, we're talking about a hero that gives minimum 35 troop damage reduction consistently. Consistently, 100% of the time when he is 5 stars. And it's like, I think it's 18% with might bonus, so it's minimum even 40%. Minimum 40% damage reduction at all times. Mensa Musa is one of the best supports currently. Elizabeth is still very strong, but to me she's not as good as Mensa Musa. But again, that's subjective. That's my opinion. Who do we have? Lagerta is season 4? Yes, she's season 4, right, Lagerta? Yes, I think so. Wait, there's Queen Dido here. Queen Dido, honestly, we don't care about Queen Dido. Again, lots of potential, but she has no use. She was released. Like, I think the worst thing was she was paid. When she was released. She is used in no real like meta thing. She is basically only used to she's basically only used to farm. Something which is not subjective when Samusa is Cyrus is a leader. Yeah, that is also true. Elizabeth does not have the best heal in the game. Like, if you want to compare Mensa and Elizabeth, Mensa Musa has way better damage reduction. Mensa Musa has damage buffs, and Mensa Musa heals way better in swarming setups. Barbarossa heals more. Theodora heals more. Like, I'm sorry, but Mansa Musa is better than Elizabeth in my opinion. And you know, we can agree to disagree. You can think that Elizabeth is better, but to me Mansa Musa is better. Especially for a hero that is not MGE as well. Like, let me double check Elizabeth for damage reduction. Elizabeth damage reduction is only 20%. This is less than half of what Mansa Musa provides. She buffs damage, okay, she does that good, but Mansa Musa also buffs damage pretty significantly. As a matter of fact, he buffs damage as much as Elizabeth does. Yeah, I agree, Rafangelo. Since we can be S in the head of Krakens? Yes, that is true. What's up, Lord Fug? I'm just surprised how attacked by can Big Cyrus in 1v1, then their heroes are much weaker. That's normal. I mean, that's normal, yes and no. Because, like, Mansa Musa is not built to be a 1v1 hero. Neither is Cyrus. Both Cyrus and Mansa Musa, and especially if you play with Barbarossa, are played to have their pick matched at minimum 1v2 situation. In 1v1 setup, Barbarossa, Mansa Musa and Cyrus will not activate their skills as consistently as they would in a 1v2 or 1v3 situation. That is why Elizabeth and Belisarius have the how do you call that? Have the advantage in 1v1. Dido wasn't paywalled. I need to rank Tomaris as well. But regardless of if she's paywalled or not, she has like... I mean, she's not used at all. Dido was free? Okay, my bad. Yeah, I understand, Lucas. If you like Belisarius, that's why he's amazing in rallies. Belisarius is an amazing rally hero. Belisarius does way better in rallies than Cyrus, for instance. That I agree 100%. But that's why also I say that these tier lists are subjective, 100%. These tier lists are... Well, they're my opinion, first of all. And, you know, if I choose to make if I choose to make a tier list on who's the better 1v1 hero, then this would completely change. This would be a completely different tier list. equals strength stat pack versus martial pack in rallies. Who would do better? It depends. Martial pack, I would prefer, I think they both do good, but I think in a good rally, you need one martial pack at least in your rally. The reason being that martial pack with Savage will reduce the armor of any incoming Cyrus who tries to swarm you. And this is something that people underestimate. That's also why Hannibal is so good in rallies. Because if you attack a rally with Hannibal inside, Hannibal will reduce your armor by 200, will reduce your strategy by 200, will reduce your might by 200. So if you try to swarm a rally with Hannibal, sure, he will maybe die because it's cavalry. But he will completely open the door for his allies to destroy you. And martial pikes kind of work like that as well, because they shred armor by a ton. And might? Do they reduce might? Martial heroes? Yeah, martial pikes. Give me a dot now. Because Savage reduces armor, that's for sure. Do they have a skill that reduces might? But they don't. A trolling me gone. Ah, with scaling, yes. With scaling, yes. Okay, let's continue. Tomairis is here. Tomairis, she's gonna be bottom of B list probably, with her friend Sid. Tomairis has some very niche use. If you play her with Sid, she does not have very good synergy with Martial Pikeman, sadly, because her customizable skill is basically useless with Martial Pikeman. Otherwise, she would have been higher tier probably. Also, the fact that she has Tavern scaling is very weird to me. I had never really understood that. So to me, she's like something like that. She's like B tier. She's not bad per se. She's usable. Like B is basically usable. That's how you should understand it. They're like usable, but they're not the best. Very niche. She has potential, I agree with that. But sadly, yeah, she just underperforms, as per my experience at least. And I think I missed a season 3 hero, right? Robin Hood is 4. Timur. Yes, Crushing Impact is amazing, yes. That's why I think Hannibal, like a Hannibal lineup in Rally is amazing. At least one is very good. Ah, and Lagertha as well. Timur... Timur is very weird hero. Timur is very, very bizarre. As a hero, to me, is a bit like Bellevue, which means that they wanted to do something with him, but they didn't really know what to do exactly. Like, his signature skill is very bizarre, Timur. Let me have it here. Timur's signature skill is very, very bizarre. Like, he buffs himself for the first 9 seconds of the fight. He only buffs his damage, and he reduces his troop damage taken by 15%, with no scaling whatsoever, by the way. And then he will increase his own damage if he's commander, or he will increase his troop damage. He will reduce his troop damage taken if he's second in command. So very bizarre. Very bizarre hero, because he's clearly meant to be played as a support, because his unique customizable skill, Tempered Steel, is a support skill, and not a bad one at that as well. But that doesn't go well with his signature skill, which is like, again, his signature skill is kind of like Bellevue to me, because he has everything to be a decent support, but he doesn't have the skill to be a support as he should be. So to me, he's like he's like at the top of the A list. He would be like a A+, I guess, if I had. Maybe I should add a A+ rank. I think I'll do that for the future tier list. I'll add a A+ to have in between S and A. That's Vlad. Man, I'm completely drunk. Timur is here, sorry. So yeah, Timur is yeah, a good A for me. He's still decent. Again, he's still decent to use. It goes well with Lebu. He's an upgrade in season 4. He's still usable in season 5 and 6 as well. But it's just not as good as he could have been, in my opinion, if they had made something different. If they had, I don't know, if they had properly made him into a support or into a DPS. But it's kind of that weird in between that doesn't fit well for me. And finally we have Lagertha for season 4. Lagertha, amazing hero. Amazing hero, without a doubt, completely changed the meta for warrior swordsman hero and tactician swordsman heroes as well. Completely gave them, you know, a fresh haircut as well. The only bit sad thing is that she buffs only herself in the talent tree. Aside from that, she's very good. She has amazing synergy with Miyamoto, amazing synergy with King Arthur, amazing synergy with Yodit, amazing synergy with Ramses. One of the best sub DPS in the game, hands down, I would say. If it was me, I would put her, I think, above Attila, and you know what, I'll put Attila at the bottom of the S+ list. To me, Lagertha, yeah, she's like, she could even go above Mensa Musa, but she doesn't provide any resistance, so she'll stay like that for now. Amazing hero, completely changes the meta to a more swordsman-oriented lineup meta. She is the hero that made King Arthur what he is, because King Arthur struggled before that, as weird as it sounds. Before Lagertha, you had to play King Arthur with fucking Constantine. So thank God for Lagertha, man. She's an amazing hero, completely changes the meta with that signature skill that allows her to force her commander to repeat his signature skill. She makes warrior swords relevant in rallies as well, because they struggled before that. You should do a ring tier list soon. I could do that as well. Would you guys be interested in a ring tier list? So yeah, Lagertha, amazing, no doubt about that. One of the best heroes released in the latest seasons for sure. Before we jump into season 4, let us address the Napoleon situation. Napoleon. He has an amazing profile picture image, so that's already a very good point. He brings guns to a sword fight, so that's another good point. I'm trying my best here to find, you know, arguments to be nice to him. Now, jokes aside, I think Napoleon, like jokes aside, has very good potential. He has decent damage. His damage is okay. However, I think he comes in the game. He comes into the game a bit late. He's a bit late. He comes as an archer, only as an archer, while only as an archer, while Ramses is double. You know, he's double type. His commander skill, which is where he revolves around. He revolves around his commander skill, but it takes longer to activate it, unlike Ramses. He completely depends on his supports to give him rage generation, unlike Ramses. So basically, to me, he's a weaker Ramses with less choices because he has mediocre supports as well. He has Saladin, he has Henry, which we'll talk about. He has Leon, I think his name is. He could have been good. I'll just say that. He could have been good, but the game let us down. Archer as well is like the worst you could think of right now, considering archers, considering Lubu is so strong in the open field. So to me, he has potential, but he's the worst Ramses. Maybe, just like Barbarossa, in future seasons, he will rise up. We never know. Maybe they will release an amazing martial archer hero in the future. But for now, as it is, to me, Napoleon is a B+. He has good damage, but he's on the open field where Lubu shine. Mediocre supports. I don't know. And very heavy investment as well if you want to make him really relevant. Of course, he comes with our good old friend Henry. Where do I start? I'll start by saying that Leon, which is who's a purple hero, is better than Henry V. Henry V is worse than a purple hero. Even Harold does not go that low. He has no unique customizable skills. He has terrible scaling. He has season one attributes. Even his talent tree is idiotic. His talent tree, he buffs himself. He does not even buff the commander. Is hands down the worst hero in the game right now. And just for that reason, because after all these months, for everything I have said about Harold, I cannot stand as it is to see Harold close to this completely useless hero. So I will upgrade Harold to D tier because as bad as he is, he's not as bad as Henry. Harold can still be used. But Henry, there is no saving him right now. There is not a world where Henry will be used in the years to come. Justinian S. Yeah. Justinian is a very good support. Is the game dead if Harold gets promoted? I will try not to make him S+ tier. I mean, you could put anything on an Henry, it would still be bad. Yeah, Justinian is S. There's no issue for me with that. Justinian is one of the best supports in the game. He's one of the heroes... He's one of the purely tanks heroes that does the best at tanking with tavern scaling. Totally is better than Harold. Again, this is completely subjective, guys. Because a hero is above does not mean he's necessarily better. It's just the hero, like, again, there's no... Let me show you. I forgot to send that, but basically... Okay, I'll show you that, okay? This is the note that goes with it, okay? The tier list is based on skill set, stars, stats, synergy with other heroes, ring pairings, how easily they are replaced, and adornments synergy as well to some extent. Yeah, Justinian is S, and if you disagree, that's completely fine. But Justinian is better than most heroes when it comes to tanking. And I stand by that. Easily. Again, like some people play Lubu with Justinian, like the top Krakens play Lubu with Justinian. That's how strong Justinian is when it comes to tanking. It's not for no reason. That's because Justinian does a very good job at tanking. And Justinian is one of the most consistent heroes in the game in terms of tanking and in terms of what he delivers. Where's the Outchan? It's true, there is no the Outchan. I think people underestimate Justinian because he only does tanking, but if he does a very good job at it. So yeah, like Justinian is S to me. Let's see. So that was the parenthesis on Henry and Napoleon. Justinian better than Timur. I mean, again, Timur is very weird because Timur realistically does not provide any damage to Lubu. Like personally, I play Timur because I am not so strong enough to play Justinian and bypass the fact that you sacrifice some military what's it called? Some military coordination or whatever, some stats, yeah. But if some of the best players in the game use Justinian instead of Timur, then there's probably a reason for that. But again, this is military specialty here. Again, because one hero is above another does not mean he's better necessarily. That's not what a tier list means. Just means that to me, Justinian as a hero is better designed than Timur. That's the first thing. He is not replaced as quickly. And for a hero that is season 1, he can still be used up to season 6. And he is consistent. Whereas Timur is poorly designed. He's a very badly designed hero. That doesn't mean Timur does not perform as well as Justinian. But Timur is a badly designed hero. And he could have been better. But it is what it is. Okay. Like again, if the tier list was, I don't know, like a tier list for 1v1s or whatever, like it would be different. If the tier list was performance in rallies, then it would change as well. Like you could make a tier list for anything. So you have to take that into consideration. Season 4. Vlad. Vlad to me is a bit like Timur. You can see that Vlad... So Vlad is an upgrade over Barbarossa and is way better than Boudica. No doubt about that. For pikemen. Vlad is also okay with cavalry, to my surprise. Vlad also does well in Season 6. I would say he does even better in Season 6 than he did in Season 5 with cavalry, which was a surprise to me. So his double type really helps him. He has some damage. He has some damage reduction as well, which is not too bad. Let me see. Yeah, he has some damage buffs, he has some damage reduction. For the first 18 seconds after entering battle, reduces your troops' damage taken by 10% with might bonus, which is already better than what Timur provides. I mean, nearly better. He's DPS oriented though, but he's pretty good DPS. He's a pretty good DPS. So to me, thanks especially because of his double type, he would be a S. I would put him something like that, like something right here or something like that. I'll put him above put him above Ashoka. You know what, Mulan, I also nerf Mulan. Mulan is like on the verge of coming to the A tier. Yeah. So Vlad is a very good hero. I know people have been like, when he was released at first, people was like, he's kind of trash, he's not very used. And even I had doubts with him as cavalry. He is decent with cavalry, to my surprise, like I said. He is better with pikes still. Way better than Boudica, better than Barbarossa by a small amount. So yeah, good S tier for Vlad. Released in season 4, 5, yeah. Still used in season 6, that's somewhat okay. Will there be a stronger sword commander than Miyamoto? We don't know. We know there's King Canute, who's gonna be released at some point, but we don't know when. Robin Hood. Robin Hood is a tough one. Robin Hood is a tough one. Why is that? Because Robin Hood is not a badly designed hero. Robin Hood has a pretty good design as a hero. He could be good, but everything you know comes down to he could be. First of all, he's only cavalry. He would have been amazing with Napoleon, let's just say that, for instance. If he had been like an active buffer instead of secondary strike. So he's pretty good. He's a pretty good hero, you know, by design. But he has no unique customizable skill. He has no unique customizable skill. He has very weird He has very weird customizable skills too. Like again, it's a guy that's meant to be a support, but he has pain blood somehow. He has an active skill, which is righteous judgment for some reason. So very weird. So to me, just based on how he's designed, he's better than Saladin, I would say. He's a bit less outdated. But I'm not sure I can put him in A list because he's not meta. That's the thing. Like any martial hero currently, aside from Marshal Pike, they struggle. I'll still put him in A because he has potential. And if a proper commander is released later on, then maybe he'll be useful. So you know what? Let's open the doors to the A list. BIOS rating S++? Nah. Robin Hood S++? Never. I don't know if you're joking or not. Who, me? You think he's worth more than A, Robin Hood? Good King cannot be stronger than Miyamoto? Maybe. We'll have to try. Robin is good, but he has he has trash commanders. Like, it's as sad as it sounds. Zhuge Liang is very good. Zhuge Liang really improves a lot the Ramses lineup. really improves a lot the Suleiman and the Sun Tzu lineup. So Zhuge Liang really is a very, very good support. I would even hesitate to place him into the... I think I'll place him into the S+, like above Attila or something. Very good support is Sword and Archer, so that's very good. Good damage reduction, very good damage reduction actually. I think he has some damage buffs, I think he has some activation buffs. And again, like, I even redid my test recently and he really improves the Ramses lineup a lot. Like, not even close. He is one of the reasons why Ramses has become way better than he was when he was released. So to me, that's an easy S+ for Zhuge Liang. Will Ramses, Fyodora, Zhuge Liang. Yes, Zhuge Liang is... yes, that works absolutely. Fyodora does better than Charlemagne, yep. And that's why she's a bit above him as well. Otto... Yeah, Zhuge Liang is the S+, yep. What's up, Vomb? Otto is a very good DPS. Otto is what brings life to... I mean, the Martial Pike were kind of old. The Martial Pikemen became kind of oldish. But with the apparition of both Otto and Xin Shi Huang, they nearly doubled their performance. That's how good these two heroes are in comparison to Ram and Caesar. Because Octavian is still good. Still better than Mulan, yeah, 100%. Otto is good. Otto is not bad hero. Otto has pretty decent skills. Otto does pretty decent damage. Otto is very good in rallies. Martial Pike are, again, very often very misunderstood because people expect them to be like too much, I don't know, like over heroes very consistently, but they are better built to be made around rallies, in my opinion, or they are meant to be played on the open field, but if you can micromanage. So to me, Otto is like an easy S as well. I would say something like that with his friend Octavian. What do you think about Tomaris with Belisario in Pikeman? I have not tried. QSH is very tanky with a double scaling, don't you agree? Yes, absolutely. QSH, again, to me, I was a bit disappointed because when they released him, so again, MGE hero, he has no unique customizable skill. That's the only thing I have to say that's really bad about Xin Shi Huang, is that he has no unique customizable skill. They didn't even bother to do that. So that's one of the parts that is very sad. But he's a pretty good support. He has a very good talent tree as well. I'm just double checking that. Very good talent tree. Good ring synergy as well, as always. He has Peaceful Haven, so he's a pretty decent support. His signature skill is very good too. Very good recovery rate. And very, very good damage reduction with the double scaling. 10% with strategy and might bonus. You always very easily come to 40% damage reduction, which is very big. I have a question. Do you know how many wheels Zhuge Liang we have? I think the new heroes come in December. I mean, that's my guess. I think the new heroes will come after the current Stellar Glory season. Xin Shi Huang is an easy S for me. He would have been S+ if he had a unique customizable skill. But he's an easy top of the S list, in my opinion. And okay. Now, I mean, he's very good, but again, to me, wait, is he double? He's double type, right, Xin Shi Huang? He is. Okay, maybe we'll go, when we have a proper sword commander, when we have a proper martial sword commander, maybe it goes into S+. But for now, yeah. If new heroes come in December. Sometimes new heroes don't come first don't come in beta instantly, you know. Thank you, Groot. Have a good day, man. Okay. So let's talk about the real deal now. So where do we start? Season 6, sorry. How much healing does a commander skill need to have to make the commander skill worth running? I don't think any amount of healing would be great for a commander skill. Like even Charlemagne has, let's see, 660% recovery rate with strategy bonus. And it doesn't heal more than 4,000 or something, like horrible. Let's start with Arslan. Let's start with Alp Arslan. Arslan is a good DPS. Let's start by saying that. Arslan is a very good DPS. The bug on Arslan has been fixed, yes. Arslan is fixed. Arslan is an amazing archer DPS. And the fact that he's not secondary strike as well opens for more opportunities. So you can play with Skyward Knight, for instance, if you want to play with Arslan first. So you have like that all new type of meta, you know, that's opened. Not nerfed but fixed because his signature skill was bugged. His customizable skill was bugged. So Arslan, very good DPS, very good. Let me double check what I had noted on him. Very good customizable skill, if I remember correctly, even if it's been fixed, because it was bugged in what's it called? It was bugged in a swarming situation, basically. It applied multiple times where it should not. Where is he? Ah, here he is. So yeah, very good hero. Very good damage potential. He goes well with Mehmet as well. Mehmet works very well with him. But he's missing a third hero in the lineup. Indeed. However, and that will make me reconsider Mulan as well, is that to me Arslan is a good S hero in terms of DPS. I would say something like that. Something like that. Like if you're playing a free-to-play archer, for instance, then Arslan is definitely an upgrade for you. There is no doubt about that, because free-to-plays don't have Mulan. And that makes me want to put Mulan in A tier, because Arslan is better than Mulan currently. Arslan, Charlemagne, Mehmet can work, yeah, 100%. What skill do you use on Timur with Zhao and Lubu? I told you, I showed earlier what skills I used for Timur. Let me show you again. You need to listen more carefully, Salah. I literally tried all skills. So you can make, you know, quick maths to know how much combinations that makes out of the 4. But yeah. So yeah, Arslan, very good DPS. threw away tempered and... Bro, are you trolling on purpose, Salah? Look here, I have maxed every single skill. I have tried every possible combination out of the 4 skills. The only one I am missing is this one. That's the only combination I'm missing right now. Which I have left to do. Saurus Lubumia lineup. Which focus on Season 6. Is it worth investing on Belly or Auto? That's a tough question. I would have said Auto. That's tough. Because both are very good. Both have their advantage and disadvantages. Maybe Auto for the rally, but Auto, I would play Auto, but only for rallies, basically. That would be what I do because I like rallies. Are Marshall Pike a must-have in Arena Sig? No, not necessarily. My cat is meowing. So okay, Arslan. DJG. DJG, who we have here. So again, pikeman and cavalry hero. She's pretty good. She has very good scaling as well, especially her 5th star is magnificent. She's kind of been trolled by her talent tree, we have to say that. Her talent tree is very... I mean, she buffs herself for a support that's kind of trash. She has a very good customizable skill. She fits well with Belisarius, she fits well with Hannibal. So very decent support. I think she's the type of support that could be used later on, but she's not... Is she enough, basically? I don't know if she's better for sure. I haven't finished testing her. I don't know if she is better or worse than Elizabeth, for instance. I haven't tried. But she's a good support for sure. She's like Justinian a bit, but she has damage buffs on top of that. So to me, she would be like bottom of the S list or something like that, a bit above Justinian, I would say. Something like that. She's not really game-changing. She's not meta-changing. Unlike Scipio, who we'll talk about. I mean, he's not meta-changing either, but he's a good hero for sure. So she's good, but she's not, you know, she's not gonna make you like wake up at night and thinking, oh god, she's like insane and she makes my lineup go completely crazy and she changes, you know, the way I play. No, that's not the case. She's not like Gerta, or she's not like Mensa Musa or Zhuge Liang, etc. The jumps she provides in terms of performance so far, from what I've noticed, is not as strong as some of what some of these supports can provide here. William, so William is a bit weird. We should join Julian since Fio and Sharon are on the same tier. Like, again, because they're on a lower tier doesn't mean they're bad necessarily. Like, Theodora is, in my test, roughly better than Charlemagne most of the time, but Charlemagne is usually better with heroes like Sun Tzu and Suleiman. Like, again, a tier list does not necessarily mean that a hero is better than another. It's just an overall look at what a hero does and how he performs with others. Sun Tzu 3 stars is completely okay, yeah. So William is the only hero I will not be able to place with 100% accuracy because I have not unlocked him yet. However, he's cavalry only, so he's not double type, unlike DJG and unlike heroes like Zhuge Liang, unlike Attila, etc. And interestingly enough, he is more of a damage buffer than a tank. I mean, he's a very good tank, don't get me wrong. He has some pretty decent tanking abilities, especially I think... yeah, when you get his first star, pretty good tanking abilities. His signature skill offers a decent amount of tankiness, but not an insane amount, not as much as Justinian, for instance. What really strikes me is the amount of damage he gives to his commander. So I guess he's kind of comparable to Attila, with a bit more of resistance. But I cannot be sure 100% he will be changing the meta. He will be good for sure, I think. He will be an upgrade. I think he will especially be good in rallies. I kind of see him be very, very good in rallies. I would not be surprised by that. However, it kind of forces you to play in a specific way as well. Because he only really works if your three heroes have different signature skill types. So it works for now, but it will maybe not work for future seasons. Maybe being so specific will end up being, you know, a downgrade in the future. What's up, listener? Is the last time you get to spin Vlad? No, I think until December we are safe. It seems a bit lackluster, yeah. I think he's good for sure. Like if you want to, I think he's especially good over like Kraken hero because of the amount of damage he will bring. But I kind of fear that his signature skill makes him too specific to be useful in the long run. So he seems good on paper. Maybe I will put him in the S list later, when I test him properly. But for now, with the amount of knowledge I have, considering the fact he's an MGE hero, and seeing how he's only one type, his talent tree only buffs himself as well, and like again, very specific. So he can be good, I think, but I need to test him more to put him above A tier. So take this rank with a grain of salt, okay? This, I guess, would not be final. Maybe it will change in the future. Maybe he's the GOAT we have been waiting for, and tests will prove that he's very good. So now we have the two long-awaited heroes. So what do we have? We have Scipio. Scipio is kind of similar to Lagertha when it comes to efficiency. Which means that he really brings a lot to the lineup, but not as much as Lagertha, interestingly enough. Scipio, again, to me, Scipio has been a very good upgrade for the Miyamoto lineup. It has not been an upgrade for free-to-play, so Scipio is not an upgrade for Yodit. Maybe in the future it will be an upgrade with King Canute, but we are in Season 6, and there is no King Canute. Okay, so right now we have to deal with that. He is an upgrade, a massive upgrade for Ramses. I mean, not massive, but he is an upgrade, paired with Zhuge Liang and Ramses. And he is a good upgrade for King Arthur as well, but only if you have him at 5 stars. Like from what I've tested, Scipio 5 stars is better than Trip 5 star, but Scipio 3 stars is not better than Trip 5 stars. For King Arthur, for Miyamoto, For Miyamoto, Scipio 3-star did better than Tribuana 5-star. So Scipio is very good. As we had expected, he is very good, he's very useful. He is a straight upgrade from Tribuana in rallies as well, that is to be considered. So to me, he's on the same page as Lagerta. It's a bit sad I cannot put both of them together, but both of them are very good. Pareil, Albator. Même logique pour Tribuana. Yes, absolutely, Salah. If you can tell the percentage of how much CP upgrade from Lagerta in Ramses March. Yeah, let me double check. It's not that much. Yeah, let me check. Like a 5% upgrade. It's not insane, but again, it's a 3-star Scipio is already an upgrade over 5-star Lagerta in the Ramses lineup. And the 5-star, the 5th star from Scipio is an amazing upgrade. I cannot emphasize enough on that. So if 3-star Scipio is already better than 5-star Lagerta for Ramses, 5-star Scipio will minimum be 15-20% upgrade over Ramses. But for the 5-star tests, I will have to wait for my global account. 3-star Strib or 3-star Scipio, it depends. If you play with Miyamoto, then 3-star Scipio. If you play with Yodit, then 3-star Strib. Est-ce que je remplace Attila 3 pour Lubu 5 et Guanyu 3? Ah, je pense qu'Attila est quand même meilleur. Hein. No, it's not broken, but that's the same as Zhao Yun. And we'll talk about Zhao Yun. Zhao Yun... Again, I think his commander skill is bugged. That would be a first, I know. So I will have to redo some tests later on. Thank you, AOEM. But aside from that, he's an upgrade, yes. But not as much as I had anticipated. It is more... in a bad way, because his commander skill doesn't do damage. Zhao Yun is an upgrade, but it's circumstantial. In some lineups, it's better to have Lubu commander than Zhao Yun commander if you have Zhao Yun 3 stars and Lubu 5. If you have both heroes 3 stars, then Zhao Yun first is better. If you have Lubu 5 stars and Zhao Yun 3 stars, then in some cases, Lubu first will be better. With Timur, I think, for example, I think that's the case. Let me double check. Yes, with Timur, Lubu 5-star first is better than Zhao Yun 3 stars, like by far. But with Vlad, Zhao Yun first is better, even at 3 stars. So as you can see, it's very circumstantial hero. It's the first time I have seen this for a hero that is being so weird. Like Zhao Yun is good, but I think I'll say this. I think Zhao Yun's true strength relies on which rings you choose. I think Zhao Yun relies, yeah, his true strength relies on ring's choice. Now, how about Attila? Attila still does okay, but he does not perform like I've tested Zhao Yun and Lubu with Attila, Timur, Vlad. I have yet to test Guan Yu. I've tested Rani as well, and I think another one which I forgot. And Attila did good, but not as good as Vlad or Timur with Zhao Yun and Lubu. Which ring would be right for Zhao Yun? That's what I want to try. If you play Lubu, Zhao Yun, and Vlad, you know, whatever order, I think Messenger of Destruction could unironically be good because it buffs troop damage. So you would buff Lubu indirectly. And the passive damage buff would buff both, let me think, Vlad and Zhao Yun. I think you also need, of course, Daisy. Daisy is even better now with Zhao Yun because Daisy applies for the stacks on Zhao Yun. So Ring of Daisy is absolutely amazing. Ring of Deer can also be a good choice instead of Messenger of Destruction. And Nightwolf obviously is very good because you have to remember that Lubu is still the main DPS. It has not changed. If you only have Lubu and Zhao in the lineup with Attila, for instance, Lubu is 75% of the damage. Tranquil Water can also be a choice here. Basically, I think Daisy and Nightwolf are still very good. And the third ring depends on how you play. Deer, Tranquil Water could be good. I have to test. I still have to test the rings as I had mentioned. How much worse would 5-star Attila be compared to 1-star Vlad or Timur? Or if you have them 1-star, then Attila is better. A6 archers, which lineup should be played? Ramses. Arslan. Mehmet Bellevue, something like that. Arslan, Mehmet. Mulan, maybe. But honestly, archers, like, they struggle so much that it's difficult to say. Celestial Spark might be good. It might be good, yeah, I agree. We tried 3-star Timur and 3-star Vlad, which would be better. Vlad did better for me. What do you think about Scipio's damage increase? Doesn't that seem bugged as well? No, I noticed an increase of damage, I think. Should I go Lubu 5 Attila? Should I go Lubu 5 Attila 3 and Rani 5 then? Yeah, you could do that, absolutely, yeah. Zhao 1-star or Attila 3-star? Zhao is good anyway, so you surprised you placed Bellevue higher than Napoleon personally, but interesting thought, brother, been a good one. I mean, yeah, Bellevue does better in open field than Napoleon, in my opinion. But both are, yeah, I can see your point, but how much better Zhao makes Lubu? Let me see. Not that much, to be fair. Not that much better. But still better, considering my Zhao is only 3 stars. This will be a on YouTube video, yeah. Good luck to my editor. Is Divine Warrior good or Scipio? On Scipio or lag? Scipio, most likely. Should I go? Okay, I'll finish this, guys, and I'll answer the questions. Thankfully, like, for the tier list video, most of what we've talked about is irrelevant because it doesn't need to include all of the, you know, the talks we have. It's mostly like the placement and the explanations as to why I placed them. is on the only relevant part. So from what I see, Zhao Yun is good. So he's a S+ hero for sure. But I have not been particularly impressed. Okay, so I would place him something like that. Again, his commander skill seems bugged for now, and I have not tried rings, but he's not as much as an upgrade as I thought he would be. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the tier list. Again, keep in mind that this tier list is purely subjective. It's based on not on like it's based on the hero's overall ecosystem, I should say. So based on the skill set, the talent trees, the stars, the stats. By stats I mean scaling, ring pairing, synergy with other heroes, how easy it is replaced, or how much he brings to the lineup. So we might agree or disagree. And because a hero is in S+, doesn't mean he's better than a hero in S, or doesn't mean he loses to a hero in S, etc. It is only, purely subjective, again, as I said. If I was to make a tier list based on efficiency in rallies, the tier list would be different. If I was to make a tier list on efficiency in open field, the tier list would be different, etc. But for what it's worth, here is my thoughts and what I would place the heroes in Season 6 in a tier list. So again, congratulations to Harold for, making it up the ranks. Maybe one day it'll be S+. What do we know? Do a lineup tier list? Oof, that's gonna be even a longer one than this one. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot to Twitch and YouTube chat for being here. You guys can say hello to YouTube or hello to your future self. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe. You can also join the Discord. This will be in the description. We are more than 3,000, I think, 3,300 people on Discord, I believe, and rising. So thanks a ton for that. If you want to, join the Discord, there are a ton of channels to help, where people help each other. Usually, we share thoughts as well on new lineups on Discord before I do on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys soon. Thanks a lot for watching the video, and I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Alright, that was the outro, I guess. Okay, de rien, Keba. And I just realized I'm out of coffee. Okay, let me go back to, back to live now. I'm with you guys now. Just gonna send a word to my editor about things he can ignore. Time to play Arc Raiders now. Alright. Thank you, Gon. Pretty good haircut, right? I'll tell my what's he called? My oh fuck, how do you call that in English? My barber. Now we can unbehave, absolutely, yeah. Holy shit, there was a lot of you. What's up, guys? So feel free, by the way, guys, exclamation mark eneba if you want to support the stream and if you want to buy these wonderful Apex coins, these Peter coins. By the way, for those who have subscribed, don't forget you have the Peter emote. You can flex your Peter emotes. What do you think would be the best name for Warrior Cav if everyone is at 5-star? I think Zhao Lubu Vlad or something like that. You still recommend Lofty Mountain for Warrior Pikes, and that Ramses is so strong. That's a good point. I think Lofty Mountain is better used on Ramses than Warrior Pike, yep. Yeah. Miyoto 5-star, Lubu also 5-star. I think Scipio makes Miyamoto shine better than Zhao makes Lubu shine. I'll say that. From my first understanding and feeling. Best ring for Warrior Sword? Bear, Deer, Skyward Knight, or my favorite 3. Then you have Tranquil Water. Eneba sold out? Really? I'll have to tell them that. Okay, yeah, they just confirmed to me, they just sent me a message as well about that, so yeah. They're currently out of stock and are waiting for the supplier to restock. It's been marked as a priority. Yeah, second in command is Hero 2 and 3. I am not sure yet with Timur Salah. I need to test it. The only thing I have not tested yet is Spirited Pursuit and WSA on Timur. So yes, I agree, Taron, absolutely. That's why, basically, if the performance right now is equivalent with Zhao 3-star, obviously it's going to be better at 5-star, right? If that makes sense. That's something I take into account into my my testing, don't worry. I do, how do you call that in English? Fuck, how do you call that in English? Yeah, I do extrapolations based on what the 5th star is. Based on what the 5th star based on what the star gives, sorry, and how it has an influence over the lineup, I can make small extrapolations based to extrapolate the performance of what it would be at 5-star. But obviously it has to wait until I get the hero at global for that. But seeing the performance at 3 stars already gives me a good idea on how it will be at 5. And if it's already better at 3 stars, then obviously it's going to be even better at 5. For Zhao Yun, Dark Banner or Pain Blood? Pain Blood was way better for me and more consistent. Basically, Pain Blood, the damage dealt by Pain Blood largely overweighs the might given and armor reduced by Dark Flag. Is Divine Ring good for swords? I think Divine Warrior. It's good, but it's not the best, I think. I prefer Skyward Knight. I think Divine Warrior would have been better if they had removed the last part where they said, if I show you, like Divine Warrior, they say, you know, it improves the activation chance of customizable skill by a mediocre amount. I think they should have removed that and make the ring 1.6k. Oh, I don't have it yet, wait. Where is it? Like, I think they should have removed that. Increases the activation chance of customizable skills, because this is garbage. Like, this is what justifies the increase of price, I believe. They should have removed that and make it 1.6k or something. For sure, you want better secondary strike than passive. No, better passive, because this customizable skill, his signature skill, sorry, deals more damage. Like with Zhao Yun, consistently... Well, here it's nearly... As you can see, it deals a bit more damage. How do you compare Night Wolf and LOEH? Ah, Lords of the Eastern Heavens. Night Wolf is better. Lord of the Eastern Heavens, I don't even... I mean, it is still okay. This is not a good example, but I have some battle reports where normal attack is still decent. But the issue I have with Lord of the Eastern Heavens is that to me it's only ever good in rallies. Because in rallies you have more time to activate your normal attacks and stuff. Talking about rings, sorry, I just read that. Thank you, Tom. Could you provide us with an overview of your global account progression? You wanna see that? You guys want to see my account on global? Are you interested by that? You can also tell me it's garbage and you don't care, you know, it's okay. But it's true, I haven't shown you guys my account for some time now. I don't even think I've showed you my account so much, because I usually stream on beta only. So welcome to server 119, guys. Last time I was free to play, yeah, I'm still free to play, don't worry. Any plans for your beta? My beta account, I plan on migrating it. But I don't know where exactly. And by the way, when people say, you know, beta is stronger than global, my global account is stronger with 2 times less. Like, I have 2 times less VIP points than my beta account, and I am stronger than my beta account by far. Just to give you an idea on how bad bundles were in beta. You know what? I appreciate that, Rex. Usually this is my haircut, but I have not been to the barber for 6 months, bro. Can you imagine that? So I play 4 armies. So this is my main army. So I play with my tech, obviously, which is... before I used to play with Barbarossa, with the double metal tech. Which I played, you know, which I kind of played in beta back then. I played with Lad first. Oh, by the way, I need to show you guys something. I will show you guys something if you behave afterwards. Of one of the upcoming videos. I hope so too, KD0. Absolument, Kaba. Yeah, this account is optimized compared to beta. Which research is more advanced? Global by far, gone. So this is my account, level 30 rings, level 50 Messenger of Destruction, so I am kind of a menace. Level 30 Tranquil Water. Still metal, I'm a metal believer, I love metal. And also it saves me so many, you know, scrolls. So it takes a while for a free-to-play to get this many resources, obviously. This is my second setup, which is more free-to-play oriented. I have only Skyward Knight. Like, usually, like, realistically, you can play this lineup with only these 3 rings. You don't need to invest in more. Ring of Bear is excellent. Ring of Deer is excellent. And Skyward Knight is a must-have. Everything revolves around buffing your commander. And what is this, by the way? Can we talk about that? Here we go. Any free-to-play guides to make ring level 50? Yeah. I would love that. So yeah, this is my setup. Ring of Bear is very, very good on Miyamoto. Can you test Ramses? Liang, Theodora with Lofty Falcon Sky. Yep, this is planned, Ali, absolutely. For Arthur, yes. For Arthur, if you play with King Arthur, Effulgent Sun level 20/30 is better. Because of the sheer amount of might. What's it called? Arthur has. Any blue ring? Yes. So if you don't have either Bear or this purple or Deer, sorry, you can absolutely play with Mighty Strike. And this might sound crazy, but Mighty Strike is better than Effulgent Sun on Miyamoto if you don't have Effulgent Sun level 30 or whatever. Theodora and Zhuge gems. So for Theodora and Zhuge they use the same gems. Healing, Strategy, and Health, or unit capacity. Effulgent is safe on Arthur? Yeah. So this could be a very good ring on Miyamoto, or you could go with Ring of Clover. Ring of Clover as well is very good. So yeah, this is my second army. My third army is Lubu. As you can see, I play with Timur. You could play with Vlad, but again, Vlad is better used in cavalry than in pikemen than cavalry. So in my case, my Timur is here. So the good old Ring of Daisy. Timur with Nightwolf. What's up, Jido? How are you, man? It's good to see you, brother. How are you doing? With my good old Attila and God forgive. I'm sorry, Raffangelo with Lord of the Eastern Heavens. Or is it better to use full cap gems or something else? I think health is a bit better, but both are very good. Like, my overall opinion is that health is better in the long run. Yeah, I will show you afterwards, Basti. What's up, Marie Curie? Is Ring of Flower better than Lofty Mountain? No, it's just way cheaper, basically. Because my choice right now is I make rings level 30 before investing in another ring, so it's very costly and it takes time. Eastern Heavens is not bad in rallies. And God forbid, I wasted, like, again, you talk about wasting most funds on Eastern Heavens. Look at this, man, and tell me this is not wasted. You know that to test Napoleon and to be able to just say this hero is C tier, I had to max Napoleon, I had to max Saladin and Zhuge Liang. And as you can see, I play none of these lineups. So this was a complete waste of resources for me. So yes, I use Napoleon, sad as it sounds, because I don't have anything else for now. But I'm planning on having a Marshall Pikeman lineup. As you can see, I am planning to have Marshall Pike, because I have auto 5-star already. No Ramses. No, because I didn't whale up until season 4, Cassidy. Basically, I started spending on this account when I stopped spending on my beta account. So like 1 season ago. And I never play MGE. This is actually, I think, the first MGE I play. to get, like I have Octavian close to 5-star as well. And we have a fixed MGE here, and I will have the top one. So I will unlock Mr. Xinshi Huang. Do you plan to get Ramses? Maybe. I'm not sure. Because I would need to invest in new rings and stuff. So I would rather, like, I focus lineup by lineup, basically. So I will not invest in a 5th lineup until I get Sacred Sage to level 30 and, you know, whatever, something like that. For now, I need to level this up to 40. I need to level this up to 40. These are my priorities right now. And my 5th army, usually when I play, my armies are like that. This is my 5th army usually. With this. And boom, 772 siege lineup. I don't understand why we can't reset rings. I don't know. I hope we have one reset at some point. Use full cap on Ramses because Liang's signature skill. That is a very good point, Ali. That is actually a very good point. I would need to try that, Ali. That's a very good point. So my technology. Mercenary technique. So stage 1 completed. As well, you have to see that when I got Napoleon, like this was like 10 out of 30. So I had to max this to be able to play my Napoleon, and I have barely started my I have started my stage 2. Here on the university, so everything is maxed in the military, I believe. Maybe not for the archers. Oh, I need to max the swordsman. Okay, I forgot about that. I need to max swordsman. I should have maxed that as well. I'm a bad boy. Then I have my level 130 heroes. I started maxing might and all attributes. My damage. Next point will be these. I have maxed skill enhancement and damage reduction. So I like now it's like, you know, a bit of nitpicking and optimizing. This I got to building and research pit 3, and then I dumped the rest because it's basically useless. Castle facilities. I think I'm doing good, yeah. I maxed these 3. And I'm on my way to max these ones as well. Okay, does anyone have 100 euros to to lend me? Joking, of course, don't do it, guys. For rings, I think Falcon on Liang is good, very good when you use Lifesaver trait. Yeah, what's it called? Ring of Falcon is very good. Or you could use Sage Judgment, Sage of Judgment, something like that. The new ring is very good too. Wait, I need to do... You're in GEE, so I need to kill some tribes. Is there anything specific you want to see on my account? By the way, with migration coming soon, server 119, do you guys want to know some of our records? So in MEE, I believe, we are... Let me double check. Your horsey tech, that's true. Gems? Okay, I will show you. Let me just show you. Let's have a talk about migration. If you want to join my server, we are completely open to that. We have won 15 MEE and lost only 1. We are 15-1 in MEE. In Desolate Desert, we have won 1 Desolate Desert, and the second one we finished 3rd. What's your server pref time? 11 UTC usually, because that's the best for Asians, that's the best for Europeans, and it's a bit rough for Americans, but it's doable. We have 3 Stellar Glory wins as well, out of 6, I think. We are nearly consistently first on Battle of Dawn and won the contest, even when we were matched against 13 and 40. Is level 30 Ring of Daisy better than level 10 Radiant? Yes, all the way. We are a pretty chilled server. We try to not trash talk. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. We always have people, you know, who, you know, act on their own, but we always try to respect our opponents. We avoid zeroing when necessary. We try not to. We always reach out to have like non-zeroing rules. Especially like, for instance, right now we have, as you can see, you know, we are chilling, you know, like we are chilling in this chat. We have, you know, we reached out, I mean, 147 in us have like a non-zeroing, you know, agreement, so we don't zero them. We don't run after points, basically. You know, we play just because we want to play. In Indonesian, yes. So we have 2 alliances, 3 alliances, sorry. Well, we could even say 4. We have Chileminati, which is our main alliance. We have Chilenasia, which is our sister alliance. Chilenasia because they're chill and because they're from mostly Indonesia. So they are our Indonesian friends, our top 2 alliance. We have the Rising Phoenix, TRP, which is our top 3 alliance. They have lost kind of some players because some of them joined us. And we have POD, Palace of Dragon. They're like the smaller players alliance. They are chill dudes as well. So yeah, we have a pretty chill server. We don't force anyone into joining us. You know, we could be like tyrants and tell them, yo, you know, join the top 1 alliance or we will kill you. But we allow like smaller alliance to leave. We give them a capital, etc. So we're very open with that. We share commendations too. How does fixed MGE work? So people who give buffs have a priority, meaning that if you help giving buffs, you know, that technology buffs in the Imperial City and stuff, you have an advantage. I mean, you are most likely to get a higher placement. We also, usually you're most likely to have a higher placement if you perform well in GEE, in MEE, in Stellar, in weekly events, etc. Because we cannot monitor everyone on every alliance, we trust each other, meaning that if the leader of our top 2 tell us, you know, this guy is active, we'll trust him, you know. We'll take his word for it. And how is the order decided? Basically, people will register. They will say, okay, I want to register for this week's MGE, like for next week MGE. We have people registering for the November 17th MGE, for instance. So everyone registers, you know, like, okay, I want to register. I would like top 7, for instance, you know, because I don't need more than 30 medals. Some people do that, you know. Or I register and I would like to have top 1. And then we have one guy that manages the MGE, basically. One of the R4 of Chileminati, Mr. Age of Begging. It used to be Age of Money, but now it's Age of Begging. He manages our MGE. And basically he's the one that manages the top 10 based on, you know, he looks at what everyone does and he's like, okay, you're active so you can have, you're active so you can have, you know, you're active so you can have a top 1, so you can have top 2. So you could say, yeah, but people, you know, it's only one person deciding, so people would complain. But I think that's the thing that's great about our server, and maybe people will agree or not here, is I think that specifically because we trust each other so much, we do not complain about these choices. We all respect Age of Begging's placement, because he's kind of nearly the only one managing the MGE. Yes, he's Indonesian, yep. The top 1. He's like the only one managing the MGE. we trust each other a lot in this server. Whether we are from the top 2, the top 3, or the top 4 alliance, we trust each other. Like, I want to emphasize on the fact that our first fixed MGE, there was only one misplacement, and it was fixed. Like, and it was, you know, it was dealt with. The second fixed MGE was flawless. And here I think we have a couple of players who went above, but they do not endanger the top 10, you know? So all that to say that we trust each other a lot. So a lot of what we do is based on trust. You know what I mean? What's up, Kadzilla? How are you, man? Yo, can we have a round of applause for Kadzilla? One of the best creators out there, and one of the best man I've had the pleasure to meet in this community. Thank you, man. Hope you're doing good, man. So yeah, we trust each other a lot here. Our top 20. Our top 20. So our top 1 is 170. Oh, Kadzilla should rename Cavzilla. That's very true. Yo, happy man, you're a fucking troll, man. Okay. Our top 10 is 127 million. Our top 16 is like 100 million, basically. We have Dogo. So if you guys don't know Dogo, is the reason for a lot of the things that happen on our server. It's usually his fault, whatever happens. So that's one of the things that make our servers so strong as well, is whenever something goes wrong, we know that it's not our fault. We always can blame Dogo. So that's always a big relief as a player and as an individual. Our top 50 is like 69 million. Is it a coincidence that when Kadzilla arrives, top 50 is 69 million? I don't know. Very weird. And top 100 is like what, 50 million? Yeah, 54. Merits, yeah. You could argue we have low merits on our server, but we don't do zeroing. Like, we don't run after zeroing. Like, most of my merit is like open field and mostly rallies as well. Like the merit in our servers, we have like 1 billion and half a billion. And right now our goal is to win the current Stellar Glory season and have Age of Begging get his skin. Have you lots of 140s? I would say we have like 7, 8, something like that. What about in GE? That's the only way to win. In this case, we win without zeroing. The only time we zeroed massively was against server 16, because there was no way we could win based off activity alone. But here we can win without zeroing, so we don't zero. Basically, whenever we can avoid it, we avoid it. What's in your that profile? Ah, you guys know what that is? So that profile frame is something I won by winning an event, a writing event on back in the days on Discord, I think. I think Shubius was also part of it, no? I'm not sure. I think no. Who was it? I think it was Juan, maybe, who won it as well. Yeah, General Genius. Like again, like server 16 is the really only server we zeroed a lot against, because we tried to win. And so basically, when I won this event, all of our alliance Chi won that frame as well. Well, those who were in the alliance at that time. Dalag does play in 119, yeah, but I don't think he spends anymore. Look at him. Where is he? He must be like 80s? Yeah, he's like here. He's our man, Dalag. He's still here, he still plays. I think if I check, he must have logged in today. Yeah, see, 2 hours ago. He's not as active as he used to be, but he's active. He still joins the calls, you know, whenever we have like MEE or whatever, he joins the calls, we have a chat. And yeah, all's good. White Wolf has been a bit disgusted by the pay to win of the game. After the first Desolate Desert event, he left because, I mean, he was disgusted to see that even with the amount of money he spent, he could not keep up with some players. So he kind of stopped. And the anniversary event kind of was the nail in the coffin, you know. The guy should get the skin. Yeah. Like, I think the next king skin, it's very hard to say. We have Wilbur and Happy Man in line. We'll need to have a contest between the two. Who gets trapped the most and who doesn't get trapped the most? We'll have to choose. Or who gets trapped the least? Everyone is better known in the community, should get it. Wilbur, I mean, that's one of the things I like about our server, is that our server is not a yapping server, you know? Like, we talk a lot together. Like, we have a very active Alliance chat. We play Minecraft together, we play Age of Empires 2 together. I'll maybe play Ark Raiders with some of them if you guys are up for it. Like, we do many things together, you know? And like, we don't have many people talking in the AOEM Discord, I think, aside from Happy Man, me, White Wolf used to. Don't you want to make Noob king next? I mean, Happy Man could be king, but Happy Man, I don't think he has time to deal with buffs. Wilbur, the thing is, I think both Wilbur and Happy Man deserve it. But, like, there's lots of people... That's the thing, I think a lot of people deserve it on our server. Like, we have Anasin. Anasin has been here since day one. He has been... Like, Anasin... I wish every server had one Anasin in their server, but I wish every server had one of our members in their server. Because we have such, versatility in our players. Like, Anasin is the god of metrics. Like, the guy will do like data, Excel sheets and whatever about your servers. You cannot even imagine. Like, the guy is insane. Like, it's safe to say Anasin has been my right-hand man since the beginning. It's very safe to say. There was also White Wolf. He's been here since the start, but sadly he left us. And in terms of strong right arm, you have Wilbur, Age of Begging, Happy Man, Zoltrak. I mean, it's very hard to name everyone. Dogo as well, Sorin. Sorin is like... It's very weird because Sorin has 6 million merit, but every time I see him, he's like zeroing someone and he's on a rampage. So I don't know if he manages to remove his merits, but I always see him fighting whenever I look at the map. Yeah, Anasin is like insanely dedicated to the server. Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm stupid. Storm. Okay, we'll give. Oh, I cannot accept Ricky. Oh, he's in TRP. Okay, good. What's Sorin's merit? You're right. You're very right. Ah, here he is. Okay, yeah, that's better. You can see like Dogo, like White Wolf, sorry, even if he stopped like, that's what, maybe now 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, he's still kind of decent. I mean, it's still very good merit. So yeah, what else? Ah, you wanted to see my gems. Any stable guide? That will have to wait until after Season 6 guides, I think. What's the troop power list? I'll have a look at that afterwards, yeah. My gems, I think, on my pikemen are mostly Mythical 1. Except on Vlad. Mythical 1. Except the Might ones. But to be fair, I have so many Might heroes that it's difficult. Health 1. Might 1 on Cyrus. Priorities. Passive 1. Might 1. Like everything's Might 1 here. Health 1. All attributes. Healing is basic. My Mensa is basic, basically. I'm sorry, Mensa Musa. And here it's like mythical, but not mythical 1, I think. Yeah, it's base mythical. Or active, it's really active 1, so it's not that bad. Which red gems to make +1 first? I think the ones with active damage, passive damage, secondary strike damage. Who will manage migration to 119? It's me and... I would say it's me, Anasin, and all of the other R4s have their word, obviously, on the question. We listen to everyone's input. But like at the end of the day, I'll be the administrator. Not health gems. The thing is, health gems is I use them on every lineup, so it's much more difficult to upgrade them. You know if there's any server merges or something? I have no idea. It should be only server migration, to my understanding. Ah yes, the adornments. So the adornments, I am so pissed off, by the way. What's up, Ashu? I swear on everything I have rolled more than 100, like easily 150 adornments. I swear on everything I have. And I have still not managed to have secondary strike on this fucker. So I'm stuck with Blood Debt. Are you the same as me, Timmy? Like this is such a garbage system. And I pulled so much on what's it called? On Cyrus that I don't even think, I don't have adornments on my cavalry. Like I swear I spent so much adornments on Cyrus that I do not have any adornments on some of my heroes. That is insane. What do you think about Legends of Empire? Ah, wait. Maybe I can say something about that. Let me check my mails real quick. On my WhatsApp, rather. I have my eyes on Legends of Empires, I can say that. The game is still in development, I believe, but I am in talks with the developers. That's all I can say. Wow, you're so lucky, Kenzo. But I mean, it's fair. I mean, if free-to-plays can have that, I love it. Our main account's piloted? No, we don't have any pilots here. It's another game, yeah. Apparently it's another Kingdom Builder. I don't know much about it yet. But I've just have a talk with the team. They have reached out. And they have sent me some assets so far, because the game is still in development. So my adornments are pretty trash. My mounts as well are kind of under... Like, I'll be honest. breeding mounts is so boring. It takes so long, it is so boring that I cannot bear to do it more. Like, it takes so long. You already have an account in 119. You can migrate another account in. I think, like, they said it was possible, yes. But if I have to choose, maybe I will migrate somewhere else so I can stream multiple MEEs and play multiple MEEs. You know what I mean? My technology, I stopped spending on technology for some time. I maxed these 5 ones at first, like these ones, because I think they're important. Because you get more insight, basically, for everything. So it's like, you know, long-term investment, kind of. And then I stopped with that because it's expensive. So I started upgrading my PvP instead, because I like it. Again, I would have upgraded that a bit more if I wanted to spend time breeding and whatever, but it's so boring. I can't stand it, man. And I think the worst, one of the things I hate, wait, where is it? Is mount management, I think. Yeah, like, why can I not choose? Where is it? Or maybe they fixed it. Let's say I do that. Okay, they fixed it. Okay, never mind. I didn't say anything. I think the UI for mounts is garbage. I'll just say that. Why metal instead of fearless? Because metal, to me, does a bit better when I swarm rallies. That's basically only it. I feel like metal heals better in swarming setups. I don't know why, really. But against rallies, it seems to heal better, and fearless doesn't do that much damage. But to be fair, both are very good. Especially if you have, like... It's probably a mistake, okay? I'll say that. I should probably swap to fearless. But the other thing is that I don't have enough to max it, and I think Metal 4 is better than Fearless 0 stars. Is the green side worth it? Honestly, the only thing that's purely worth it that I would advise is these 3 nodes. This one, and this one. These 3 nodes are the only one that are really 100% worth, because they will increase your insight points gain whenever you breed or create mounts, basically. What about tenacity? Metal is better than tenacity, especially in swarming situation. What else? Oh, by the way, I misclicked recently, and I activated all of my chests, like my custom chests, my custom resource chest. I activated all of them in food, like an idiot. So yeah, I have a shit ton of food now. That's a lot of stacks, yeah. So yeah, I mean, my account is pretty okay. My account is pretty good. What can I do with my level 20 Scorching Flame? Scorching Flame can be good with... I think it's gonna be good with Zhao Yun, for instance. It's gonna be good with Vlad. It can be good with Vlad. It can be good with... Scorching Flame can be good on any Might lineup that has use of their commander skill. Hosting Thanksgiving confirmed, yeah, for sure. In Swarm, Vlad is better than Cyrus. That's what I wanted to show you. That's a thank you, Nahid. Basically, in Swarm, Cyrus or Vlad, no difference. No difference. The only difference is in 1v1. No best lineup for Cavs right now. First, Zhao. 5-star Lubu, 5-star Vlad. Yeah, for now, again, without testing rings, that is what I have, Rex. In 1v1 and against counters, Vlad does better than Cyrus. Not by a big amount, but it does better. Okay, what I wanted to show you. This will be about the pike. So it's not finished, okay? But I told you guys I wanted to make a video about my conclusion on Vlad and pikes for season 5 to 6. Because yes, Vlad, there is no new hero for season 6. So this will be for the war. This will be... Okay, so basically, you guys know that whenever I make my guides, my lineup guides, I do not show any data. I do not show any data. I do not show any battle reports. I explain, I give the conclusions, I give my thought process, but I do not give the starting point, the tests, because my role, at least as a creator, my role, I try to explain why this is better, but I don't show how, how much it's better or what tests led me to tell you it's better. And for once, I wanted to show you specifically with these Vlad tests how I did things, so you could have an idea. So I did a thing with a friend where basically we took down all of my tests and basically this will show you what it would be if I did not condense my thought process and my tests in a video. I just need to find the right sheet. I think this is this one. Yes. So I did a thing. So this is like basically the conclusion of just one setup of tests for the Vlad and Cyrus test, etc. So this will end up in a video. This is not the final version, I believe. So this will be a video, just so I will show you, of course, what I had showed you earlier, like another day. If you guys remember, or if you were here, I think I had showed you, I think I showed you all of this, right? Like a couple of weeks back. So I will show this in a video, and the conclusions, basically, which will be this. So it will talk about the methodology, what's important. You will have a hero comparison with key findings, such as Vlad achieves a better average ratio than Barbarossa, so it's a 20% improvement on my account, so on a whale account, basically. On a Kraken account, Vlad was only, I think, 10% better than Barbarossa. So Vlad is an even better investment if you are a lower spender. Vlad provides consistently higher performance across all 20 tests. Duration is shorter for Vlad, but significantly higher DPS. I think there's also comparison between skills. Let me see. Yes, you have skill comparison here because people wanted to know which was better between Forceful or Whirlwind Sweep, so I did tests. So overall, Forceful did a bit better, 2.94 ratio against 2.87. That's barely a 3% improvement. However, Forceful benefits much more from rings. So the more rings you add, the better Forceful will become. So conclusion is Forceful is better than Whirlwind Sweep. C'est mes conclusions perso, ouais. All of this is personal, yeah. Thank you, Sinan. Play a mobile game, what's it got to go through? Yeah. What's up, Touchy Bubble? Thank you, man. Appreciate you. So I did the test with Boudica as well. So all of this I did only to confirm that my Season 4 guide was still relevant. Okay? Every time I redo tests, I always start picking the best lineups from each season. In this case, I tested Boudica again with every skill combination, so Forceful Whirlwind, Forceful Kingsblade, Forceful Counterattack, to see which one was better. And in this case, when Boudica is with Cyrus, the best was Kingsblade, just like I had said in my season 4 lineup guide, because it's important to me to show that it's consistent, because I am not immune to mistakes. That's also something I want to make clear. I make mistakes, and my conclusions are only as accurate as the extent to which I'm testing, which means that some things that I do not test, maybe I missed something, you know, that just like Lubu, for instance. The best example is Lubu. If you look at my first Warrior Cavalry guide, I completely did not mention what's it called? Ring of Daisy, because I did not think about it. I did not think it would be a thing. So someone found a better lineup, a guide with Ring of Daisy. I think that was server 13. I think Raffangelo was one of the first to do that. And props to him. You know, that's perfect. So right now, when I redo my cavalry guide test, I will include Ring of Daisy and bring proper conclusions. That's also one of the parts that's important, is self-reflection and seeing what you can improve on, and if what you did like a couple months back is still relevant as of today. What's TW? Tranquil Water. So yeah, I had a couple of rings set up. And yes, one of the best conclusions I have is that rings matter more than hero choice. Where Vlad was an improvement of like 20% maximum, some rings like Messenger of Destruction improved the lineup alone by close to 50%. Imagine that. With a budget ring, with a budget ring build, Messenger of Destruction, Deer and Clover, you have 100% efficiency improvement. So I will make a video about that, because people don't usually see, like, this is not something I do consistently, because usually when I make my guides, basically my lineup guides, which I call rank 1 guides, are basically the condensed version of all of these conclusions. I find it hard to believe in a world where Justinian is above Barbarossa or Suleiman. Justinian is just a better hero. I've explained it. I don't know why it's so controversial, I guess. So I break down a couple of things, basically. I'll break that down in a video, of course. You also have the positioning conclusion about whether Vlad first or Vlad second is is better. Will this shit be shared? I could. Messenger of Destruction, like, and of course I have an overall conclusion. What's up, Lou? Off topic, by the way, but many talks were disappointed not to see you in the official creators list. After your first year criticism video, though, we were not surprised at all. The official creators list? Where did you see that, Sinan? Of course, Ali. Yeah, like, my biggest, I think my biggest community is Indonesian, then American, then Turkish. I think that's the three. That's my lineup. You know, that's my YouTube lineup. Was there a official creator list? How long did this take you? Couple of hours. A friend helped me with that. Damn, I can't believe I messed up my fucking shirt that much, bro. Who's more opinion lineup? Indonesian is the top one people watching me, I think. There are a lot of Indonesian players in AOEM. Selamat pagi, Bang. So carrying the Bangladesh watch percentage, yeah, with Rajib. No worries, gone. Yeah, stuff. I don't know why Justinian S is so. Oh, no worries, Godzilla. I hope you had I hope you had fun, bro. I don't know why Justinian S is so controversial. I think I gave a pretty good explanation as well as to why I thought he was S tier. Nice, Godzilla. What tier is Indonesian? Indonesian is S plus tier, and Indonesian is Mentap tier. Watching you from Tanzania, Africa. Oh, really, man? I also have a small French community as well, but since I don't speak French a lot, let's see if my lineup. I'm sure some people screenshotted my tier list and are now roasting me on the official Discord because I put Justinian in S tier. What about Iran? I actually have a lot of Persian-speaking viewers as well. Yeah. Okay, let me check right now. Actually, like me, yeah. Community, analytics, audience. Let's see. So in videos, Indonesia. Okay, in videos, 27% are from Indonesia. 12% are from the US. 3% are from Iraq. 3% are from Bangladesh. We have some people from Pakistan as well. We have some people from France, Germany, United Kingdom. We have 5% from Turkey and from Taiwan. We have some people from the Philippines, from South Korea, from Japan, from Hong Kong. And I think the lives... Wow. The live stream... Wow, this is crazy actually. I have not checked that in a while. The live stream, 40% are Indonesian. That is insane. Holy... Wow, I did not think it was so many Indonesian people in the stream. How many from Iraq? On streams, not a lot. But on the videos, it's like 3%. About UAE? 0.1% from the UAE. It's probably you. It's probably you, happy man. That's funny, actually. Okay, let me see. That's actually funny. Wait. Oh, we have some people from Dominican Republic as well. Saudi Arabia, Egypt. I actually have a lot of people from Morocco as well. Do you have some people from Morocco? Brazil? Not many, it looks like. 2% from Brazil, which is still okay. What about Greece? Let me see. Greece, 1%. Les frères du Maroc. How many from Africa? Let me check. Algeria, 1%. Morocco. Egypt. Tunisia. And I don't see Tanzania. The Vatican now. Imagine the Pope. The Pope is with us right now. Is beta account going for S13? It is considered, yeah. I do have a lot of people from the Philippines as well. Recently I did Filipino subtitles in my videos as well. And I also added Taiwanese subtitles. But yeah, Indonesia has been the main community watching me for quite some time now. Antarctica? No. Penguins do not watch me. Did you manage to test Lofty on Pike March? Not yet, no. How do you have a lot of money playing AOEM for some of these countries? You have rich people from everywhere. What do you think about Scipio, Mia, Lagerta lineup? Mia, Scipio, Lagerta is in the best Mia lineup you can have, yep. Italy? Colombia? I think we have people from all over the world, kind of. Poppy is playing with Mehmet, yeah. So yeah, there's so many people, the world is represented on this stream, and I kind of like that. So why are you so handsome? Oh, come on, come on now. I feel like server 13 is trying to make me migrate to their server by flattering me now. So yeah, the plan. So tomorrow, let me think again. I will stream at 19 UTC some Battle of Dawn with Lubu and Zhao Yun. So I'm not sure yet if I will play with Vlad or not, or with Timur. I will play... I'm not sure yet if I will play Ramses or Miyamoto with Scipio, one of the two. Maybe you guys, if you have a preference, you can let me know. And then when it comes to videos, so Monday there should be the tier list uploaded. So the one we just did together. Tuesday there should be the Battle of Dawn video. Wednesday or Thursday there should be the video about the Vlad results, which I showed you, which I talked to you about. And I hope to release also the wakfu video, the introduction video. See you, Gun. Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, server 13 is insanely good gameplay, yeah. They are one of my favorite servers when it comes to strategies and game understanding. Yeah, you can send me a DM, Ali, of course. Yeah, wakfu. I will be partnered with wakfu starting on October 10th, I think. November 10th. I will play on Neo Rebilax 1, and wakfu will be my second biggest project on this channel, starting mid-November. I want to make it a big success on this channel. I want to create stuff for this community on wakfu, and I want to recreate what we have here on wakfu. So, you know, a community where people help each other, where we have some fun, we chill, you know, we have some chat, etc. And that will give me the opportunity to stream way more as well. So yeah, videos will be coming this week. I will try also to release a guide. I would love to release the Warrior Swordsman guide first, out of all of the ones I need to do. I plan on doing Warrior Swordsman Season 6, Warrior... well, Season 3 to 6, Warrior Cav Season 3 to 6, Martial Pike Season 3 to 6, Tactician Sword Season 3 to 6, and I think that's pretty much it from plans. It'll be tough for you to play GE and DD on both your servers. I'll have to see how I can manage, for sure. But yeah, here you go. That's about it for today. I think I'll go now. I'm gonna take a shower and gonna continue my tests. So yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you were able to get some insight on Scipio and Zhao Yun. Of course, the finished results will have to wait until my guide, which I will try to work harder on this time around. So yeah, I wish you a good night, good day. I'll see you tomorrow for Battle of Down. And yeah, see you soon, guys. Thanks for being here. Have a good day, guys.